Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Roll with Advantage. Welcome to the newest session of the Tales of Evrand, a session where we've got everybody here from the get-go. So let's go ahead and roll our brand new intro featuring our brand new character and dive into tonight's session. And we are back.
We're back. I keep forgetting there's a delay.
Yeah, they were
like 10 seconds.
Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the intro because they sure did.
I'm still watching it.
So let's go ahead and dive into the session. John, take it away, I guess.
Yeah, welcome back to the Tales of Evrand. We're going to get right into this. Summary this week is Ryan as Gideon. So take it away.
All right, Book 4, Chapter 14, A Call to Action. Date, Elysius the 15th. I find that writing helps me to give a better focus. Putting pen to paper allows me to make sure that I'm following only one train of thought rather than the multiple that I've been juggling since my return. Upon our return from Lady Gemcloak, I was escorted to my room where I was able to rest and focus on my recovery. Coming back from the astral sea tends to tire one out, apparently. Thankfully, my friends filled me in on their actions while I was out. Basil and Rianne made their way to Cornelius, where they spoke with him and were able to arrange a meeting with the Queen and her council. Basil messaged Gak and Yrsa, prompting them to join them so they could all speak about Oberyn and the plan to defeat him once and for all. The council is seemingly convinced and immediately stopped construction on the bridge that would connect to Isle Blackmore. Along with this, they arranged for us to make an attack against Oberyn and provide us with some funding to gain strong hands from the local Adventurers Guild to aid us. Upon arriving at this guild, they meet a savvy rogue by the name of Umbra. She escorts them to the man in charge and quickly talks details, with Umbra agreeing to join in on the assassination mission. The Seekers are also able to gain a few more allies within the guild. The Seekers head off on their separate missions, with Gak and Basil acquiring some potions. Meanwhile, Umbra does a bit of digging on us, can't say I blame her, and has a thorough chat with Rianne about all of us, our skills, and our general demeanor. As we rest, preparing for the next day, Oberyn again reaches out to Yrsa. For what purpose, I cannot honestly say. They seem to agree that the conflict will only end with our death, or his own, before the connection is broken. I now think I understand why I hate Oberyn as much as I have. The man lacks imagination. He's had so much time, and despite trying to find a way to fix or move on, the only thing he focused on was destroying the world that he believed wronged him, rather than finding a way to help it. It's a shame. I can understand moments of weakness, but this I cannot. That's it.
Amazing. Amazing. Sorry, I
See you next
was
week.
Muted. Yep, all right, and we're sober. So, if I remember correctly, everyone, with the exception of Umbra, is within the Sapphire Chalice.
Yes.
Sweet. So, you all take your long rests. Yrsa not getting the best night's sleep after an encounter with Oberyn through what seemed to be a dream. However, you all do wake up the next morning, long rested. Elysius the 16th. Yes. No.
Sorry, I didn't make this clear in my summary, but technically the very last thing that happened in the session was Rianne was trying to chop his way into Yrsa's room because she screamed and everyone's at her door.
Right.
So sorry, I was a little vague on the ending, but that did very much happen.
Whoops. No, yeah, that's good.
I mean,
Wait
you're on
for the music.
Okay.
There we go.
Fine.
Going backwards, the rest of you are woken up from your slumber from a very loud scream from Yursa's door as you all wake up. Rian, you rush over and you see that there are thorns and spines of wood protruding from the doorway, and you can see foliage starting to take over the outside of the door, creeping through the cracks.
Yeah, Rian is going to bust down, or try to bust down the door if it doesn't open immediately. And he's just going to be saying, Yursa! Yursa! And trying to bust down the door.
Yeah.
Make a strength check.
That's good.
I have strong trees, Joe.
And I'm not a strong
Your DC is
man.
much higher.
Oh,
Ooh.
we gotta get these out of here, man.
The vines that have grown into the wood and around this door feel like they have been trees set here for years. They are solid and unmoving as you push on the door.
Again. He's just not stopping until he breaks it down at that point. I don't know if you want me to keep rolling strength checks, but
I think Gak would probably be showing up, and Gak will cast Thunderwave.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Do you tell people to back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
And he tells Yursa to back up too.
Roll Thunderwave damage. Yursa, what are you doing as this is all happening?
Yursa is, and she made a bed on the floor, and I feel like at this point she's like, it's weird. It's almost like she's made a cage around herself with these like branches and like really thick vines that have grown out of the floorboards, and she's kind of just like on the floor, just kind of in fetal position, just crying.
Okay. So the Thunderwave cracks the door and some of the vines. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, is everyone here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gideon's opened his door and he's standing kind of in his doorway, but he hasn't gone over yet.
I will say it's gonna take you guys the next 10 minutes chopping away at the leaves and vines, weakening the door itself. Eventually,
I will say, to make it faster, I mean, I would burn every single spell slot for Divine Smite just to break it away even faster.
Okay, cool. That will make it much faster.
Yeah.
As you slice away, and with each hit, there is a burst of radiant energy that burns away the foliage around the door. After about 5 minutes, you'll get in. The door opens. You can see that there are people who have opened their doors in the tavern who are staying there, looking out at what's going on. They haven't said anything or doing anything. They're just watching.
Yeah, Rian would immediately run up to her and start trying to rip away some of the vines that have encased her.
Okay, you will take 5 points of piercing damage,
Sure.
but you can get to her.
Yeah.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Bop. Nice.
You take
That's
4
not
points
funny.
of poison
I'm
damage
sorry.
on top of the piercing.
Yeah, that's okay. Guys, I'm
But you do
bloody.
get to her.
I'm looking rough. 7 points of damage. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Call my narration, okay?
As you
get to her.
try to go and touch her, she is just going to like, almost like an injured animal. She's gonna like flinch away, and then she's gonna like try to smack your hand away.
It's all right.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! I don't want anyone to touch me.
I won't. What's happening, Yursa? What's going on?
He's been watching us, Rand. What do you mean? What is wrong? Just don't touch me. All
Yes,
I do is I make things worse, and I don't want to make anything worse. We shouldn't talk until we have ways to protect ourselves from talking. But he knows everything. Are we surprised? Is anyone in here surprised?
Yusa, you aren't making things worse. This is just some asshole who thinks that the world owes him something, and he's gonna take whatever he can. You didn't do anything that none of us wouldn't have done. You're a good person, and someone like him likes to take advantage of people who have good hearts. I would trust you with my life. Even how you feel now, I still trust you with my life. I still think you're a good person. And I'm sorry that some absolute prick who's butthurt because his wife is dead decides that instead of getting better, he's gonna make things worse for everybody. That's not a strong person. You, however, want to make things better. You wanted to help him. And you can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. But that makes you a strong person. It makes you a good person. And we're gonna get back at this cunt. You hear that, Oberyn? You little bitch?
I want everyone to leave. This was all for nothing. Just go away. I'm fine. If he wanted to kill me, he would have. I said leave. Don't make me make you leave.
We'll be here if you need us. And Basil respects Circe's wishes and she quietly leaves the room. But she doesn't go back to her room. She plops down on the wall next to the door.
I think Rian lingers for a little bit longer. Not so long that Yrsa would necessarily have time to say anything else. But he would nod. And same thing, respect her wishes. But yeah, he definitely is not happy about leaving, but he does respect her wishes in that facet.
Gak is probably standing outside of the door waiting for Rian to get out. And as soon as he does, and Gideon's still standing in the doorway, presumably.
Yeah, his doorway.
Yeah. If anyone wants to come with me, I'll go to the school and we can pick up those stop looking at me devices.
Yeah. I'll come with you, Gak.
Okay.
I'm going to remain here for the time being. Thank you, though.
Yeah, no, you need to rest, Gideon. We'll
I'm
keep
gonna
you
stay here
updated
just
when we
in
bring
case
you
she
some
needs
food.
anything.
Thank you, Basil.
Yes, thank you, Basil. I'll leave Chip here with you.
Thank you.
Okay. So you guys are heading out this night to go to the college.
Oh, is it in the middle of the night? Or was it in the morning that she woke up?
It was, I guess we can say that it was very early morning, like 4:35 in the morning when this happened. So yeah, never mind. We can say that happened. And so you guys can head out
Okay.
of the Sapphire Chalice and start heading to the college.
It's still a little early, but Gak and Rian could probably talk on the way.
Yeah.
I do know, Umbra. Was there anything you wanted to do before the next morning?
Yes, so she actually, and I think I understood your message correctly, she'd be going to the Thieves Guild, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that night before she heads to bed, after she talks with Strix, she actually will head to the Thieves Guild, looking for Divana just to speak with her as well before she leaves.
Okay. Let's see.
Sorry.
You are good.
What's this one? Yeah, that one's good. Cool. So
Okay.
during this night, you do head out and you head down to the Sailor's Knot. You head from Sailor's Knot to the very, very southern end of Port Whitestone, where you see a statue. A statue that you are familiar with that depicts a elven individual with a bow firing up into the sky. Seems some sort of It was in remembrance of some sort of old figure that meant something to the city at some point. However, you look around, you climb up onto the statue and twist the arrowhead, and you watch as the statue moves ever so slightly as you see the staircase that leads down into the belly of Ilden. You walk down into the tunnelways that encapsulate the entirety of the city, a labyrinth that if anybody else was to go here and didn't know what they were looking for, would get lost and probably perish. However, you follow the signs that are put before you that leads you to the entrance of the guild. As you walk in, you see very many individuals in there drinking in this large circular room that's surrounded by water on the sides. In the center is a stone area that has tables and chairs and people drinking. Off to the sides, away from in the right and left, are little shops created. And in the back corner, there is a large captain's tent that you know Divana is. As you walk towards the tent, you open it and you see, standing before you, the leader of the Thieves Guild, Divana Glad.
She's hot.
She looks at you and says, "Oh, hello. When what do I have the pleasure of seeing you at this hour?"
Pleasure is also mine. I actually have an update for you.
Huh.
I'm still able to do that job, but I'm putting it on hold for a moment. A bigger job came along. Probably going to pay a lot more, and no offense, I'm putting that one first. It's a little bit more risky, but I'm confident I'll make it out. Basically, after I get my reward for that, I'll be starting on your job. I just wanted to let you know that there's potential that I may not be coming back here directly after the job, if you would like to maybe meet me halfway.
You want me to meet you halfway to meet you with the remains of the job?
Well, like I said, now that I'm getting paid for this other job that's paying a lot more, I'm feeling a little less like I need to even do your job. So yeah, if you want it done and you want it done well, I feel like you may need to meet me halfway.
See, this is exactly why we like you in the guild. You're confident. You know what you want. We like that. It's fine, Umbra. You know we have plenty of people who I can boss around and get them to do whatever I want. Do this last job for us and you're out. You do realize that the job is tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So you're gonna go on this new job, get that finished, and then also do that one tomorrow? You're gonna have enough time?
You doubt me?
I don't doubt you. I doubt wherever you're going.
Well,
Where is it you're going?
that is definitely classified. I don't
mean,
trust
you know
you.
we're gonna figure it out anyways.
Well, have fun being on my trail then.
Alright.
I just wanted to let you know. It's still gonna get done. I just don't know if I'll be coming back here after.
That is fair. No hard feelings. It's fine.
All right. And I may not be coming back here ever. Potentially. Maybe one day in like 5 years I might come back around, but I'm just letting you know this is about the time when I normally move on city to city, so you're not going to be seeing my face.
Right. Well, you know that you've done a lot for the guild, so even if you're not around, you still have our support. We'll miss you, but not too much.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if you miss me at all. But that's good to know. I'll keep that in mind as I go city to city, but nice to know friends aren't too far.
If you ever do try sailing over to Siri. There are some jobs over there that the guild there can offer as well. Very high-paying jobs, but that's if you want back in at some point.
That is good to know, actually. Siri is high on the visiting list, so.
Well, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow with that log.
And I look forward to my money.
Goodbye. And good night.
Good night. And as she leaves out of the tent, she'll say, I thought she was going to be actually mad at me, but she seems fine. Hopefully she won't be too mad if we're a little late. Yeah. And then she'll just keep going.
Okay. So with that, you finish up your conversation with the leader of the Thieves Guild. We jump back to the party who is headed from the Sapphire Chalice to the College of Aelden, College of Arcana, early in the morning. As you wake up and head out, it is raining. Seems that as autumn approaches, there is more rain. And it is actually a lot colder than you're used to. You guys don't usually wake up this early in the morning. But walking through town, three of you can discuss if you would like. Basil, Rienne, and Gak.
Is Basil staying? Yeah, Basil's
not
staying
there.
outside of.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Basil
Rienne
and
and
Gizzy
Gak.
in there
Sitting next to
staying.
Here's his bedroom.
Yeah, sorry.
Well,
Put up in the rain.
seems like we can get our exercise in.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Rianne,
Yeah.
you can tell that Gak's trying to think of what to say, pausing for quite a long time. How are you feeling?
Sad.
Mhm.
I know it will pass. All of this will.
Yeah.
It hurts right now.
Yeah.
What about you? How are you feeling?
I don't know. I know that I'm sad, but I don't necessarily feel sad. I know that I'm scared, but I don't necessarily feel scared. I just kind of feel like you gotta keep going.
And you can see Rianne kind of shrugs, not in an uncaring way, but in a, yep, you kind of hit the nail on the head. And says, yeah, it, sometimes when the people around us hurt, when they struggle, and they feel pain and suffering, sometimes we have to be strong for them. And even though we might feel sad or angry or scared, around them we need to be strong. Because they don't have the strength themselves to keep those feelings at bay.
I don't I don't like. I know you don't either, but I don't like seeing Yrsa this way.
No. I It's very hard. Yak. For so long, she was the woman that helped me see light and beauty in the world, and it's like watching a flower slowly start to wilt because it's not getting enough sunlight. And I try and think about all that she's taught me, and I don't know how to help her.
Sometimes you gotta pick up the flower and move it into a better location, and sometimes that still doesn't always help, but it's a step. But if the flower doesn't want to be touched, maybe
Makes
you
it
gotta do
A lot
you
harder to
gotta-
move it.
Yeah, maybe you have to move it with like feelings.
You're right. And that's what I'm trying to do. And that's what I'll continue to do.
Yeah. It's, you know, considering how long you've been alive, a lot of stuff has happened in the short amount of time that we've been together.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Gak.
And just within the past couple days, it seems like everything has changed. And change is, I hear some people say that change is good. I don't necessarily think change is good, but I think it can be. I think change is okay, but I don't know. Yrsa is very different, but you know that she's still there, and Yrsa is so her feelings are so intense because she's so nice and so caring that it's like it seems like such a big change. But, and I'm sure you've noticed because you're very you notice things,
Mm-hmm.
but Basil's not doing great either. But it's kind of like more in line. Like in the times that we've known her, she's gone through bouts of not being so hot, you know? But like I've been trying to keep an eye on her because I want to make sure that she's doing okay too. And I've never seen her this upset. And I mean, if we're talking about people being different, Gideon is a little different.
Yes, that is very true.
Like he's got that cool hat.
The purple eyes too.
Yeah, that too.
That too. Yeah.
And he doesn't have the scales on his face, and
Mm-hmm.
And he's tired.
He is very tired, isn't he?
And you know, I think we've changed too.
It's odd. I think that sometimes life can be like one big circle. Over the past 3 or 4 years, I've changed so much. Over the past 2 weeks, I've changed so much. But if I think back all those years, back when I was just a farmer, and a father. And I think to now, I don't see too many differences between that man and me. With everything happening, I still feel at peace. I know that this is the right path. But you're right. Our friends, they are experiencing a great deal of change. And while change isn't always bad, it can be very scary. And just like we talked about, I think the best thing we can do for them is to try and help them not be so afraid.
Yeah.
And
You know, life is a lot like a circle. There's a big part of my life where I didn't like milk that much.
mm-hmm.
I was like, because I mean, I liked it when I was a baby, and I love it now, probably more than I ever have.
Gak, are you talking about the milk that you had when we first arrived in Eldon?
No.
Not
That-
the,
I mean, that's good,
not the
too.
spicy milk. That's not what you're talking. Okay.
No, the spicy milk's good too. I mean, I think
Okay.
I'll take it anyway, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I feel like it's possible that we've been so focused on helping our friends and families and that we, I wonder if we don't know how we've changed yet. Like, once everything's figured out and everything's settled and we have time to be ourselves, we might realize that we've changed more than we thought we did.
Maybe. I know one thing for sure, though. And if I have gone through change, and if I am afraid, I'll feel a lot better knowing you're at my side, Gak. Don't be so afraid.
I'm never scared when I'm around you.
Even though I'm so incredibly old.
Yeah, because I know that you're probably an easier target.
All right. Are we almost
I'm just
there?
kidding. I took
You
us
are
the wrong
indeed.
way on purpose. I distracted you.
So you do eventually arrive at the College of Aelden. For the sake of time, Gak, you are able to introduce yourself to the entrance, which then leads you to that teacher that you had met before. You then eventually head in and are brought to an individual who is sat in this office that has been awaiting your arrival as he removes a chest from behind his desk and puts it on the table. As you open it, you see 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these necklaces. There's a necklace with a silver chain around. If you think of like the Eye of Agamotto that Doctor Strange holds, that is the shape like an eye, but it doesn't open. It has an arcane rune in the center. The 5 of you, Rian, Yersa, Gideon, Gak, and Basil, can add in your inventory the Amulet of Proof Against Detection and Location.
Sick.
And for those who are watching, while wearing this amulet, you are hidden from divination magic. You cannot be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors.
Ooh, it does require attunement, though, so just keep
It
that
does
in mind.
require attunement.
Oof.
Might have to make some choices, everybody. You know
How
what?
long
We're
does it
gonna
take
kill
to
Oberyn
attune
anyway. You know.
Yeah, he can see us. How
Alright, I'm
long
taking
does
these
it take
necklaces
to
back.
attune something?
An hour.
God,
So you could
yeah.
put it on your neck and walk back with it, and you would have it attuned.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Good to know.
I will say, let's see. I want to go back to Basil.
I don't know why I made that face. What?
Did you hold your hand up, Joe?
No, I put a
Okay,
thumb.
okay,
I put
okay,
thumb
okay.
up. Thumb up.
Gideon's with Basil, just heads up.
Yep. Basil, where are you at as the morning has unfolded? You can hear that the tavern is a little bit more lively. There is music going on downstairs currently. So where are you at?
Basil's been sitting outside of Yursa's room ever since Gak and Rian left. I think she would go down and maybe get some tea. Not necessarily the kind of tea that Rian gets Yrsa, but she's like, maybe a nice Earl Grey would be good.
Okay.
Something, and she brings it back up and cautiously gives like a couple knocks and then creaks open the door to Yrsa's room and I'm not staying. I just thought you would need some tea. And she like sets it on the ground. Not even close to Yrsa, more so close to the door, and then she'll close the door again.
Okay. And do you stay upstairs or go downstairs?
I think she's gonna still hang out upstairs. She probably would have gotten her own tea and is just like sitting on the floor, cross-legged, sipping it next to Yrsa's door.
Okay. Gideon, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think Gideon would sit across the hall from Basil. He's a little slow doing it, but he would sit down. He would kind of just like watch her for a moment. Is anyone gonna fill me in on what's going on exactly?
With Yosa? Or just like in general?
Ursa would be a great start, but I have follow-up.
Gideon, ever since you went down in that fight with Oberyn, we all haven't really been the same. Yes, and I took it pretty hard, but Yosa probably the most out of all of us. And I think the fact that she had tried so desperately to help him and he just wouldn't accept it and instead hit us even harder, that has really taken a toll on her. And she feels like she failed herself, failed us, you, even Oberyn, no matter how upset she is with him. And I personally think that she doesn't think she's worthy anymore. Worthy of our affection, worthy of love, kindness. Which can't be farther from the truth, but you know, we all have different seasons that we go through, and usually Yursa's always in beautiful springtime, but she's in a winter right now where everything seems dark and dead and not where she belongs. That's mostly the gist of it. I think when we succeed with taking down Oberyn, I hope that that'll be enough closure for her and she'll slowly start sprouting her flowers again.
Any idea why she's upset with me then?
No.
Insight check?
As Rachel, I don't remember, so.
I don't think Ursa said it out loud, so I think it would just be up to Basil's intuition.
Well, Basil is stupid today. Rachel's stupid today.
Is Basil? I mean, do you need to deceive this, or is Basil just straight up just being
It sounds
honest?
like she doesn't know.
No, she's being honest. She's like,
No insight check needed then. Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't know.
Basil kind of thinks that Yursa's upset with all of us a little bit, so she'd probably be like, "Do you know something I don't know?" Like, yeah, she has no idea.
I see. And
Why
what?
did she say anything to you?
It was the first thing she said to me, yes.
Maybe it was just a heat of the moment kind of thing.
Perhaps. I just figured it had been longer, but according to you all, I was only gone for a day.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It felt longer. Even though it was a day, it was a very long day. But I think if anything, maybe she just wishes that everything that happened, how you died, maybe there was a way to prevent it. Maybe there was a way to go around it. I honestly don't know.
Did you say died?
Yeah.
You see Gideon's just staring at you. No one has specifically told him that he was dead. He is not aware of that.
You didn't know?
There was a fight. Oberyn cast the spell at me, and then it was just dark. Then
Yeah.
there was images, and I was traveling, and I'm just, from what I saw, it reminded me of stories and legends I'd heard about the Astral Sea. I thought he had merely sent me away, some sort of a curse or a banishing spell of some kind.
I mean, you're not too far off, but you did get sent away in a way. I don't know if you want to hear the nitty-gritty details.
Do I ever not?
Huh?
Do I ever not?
I mean, if you want me to tell you, that's fine.
Please.
You you were obliterated into nothing. And I have your ashes on my belt. If you want to see them.
Not particularly.
That's fine. But that's what happened. And I begged my mother to take you back, to even trade our lives, but she's ignoring me right now. So that didn't work.
She's not ignoring you.
Well, how do you know?
Because as I was experiencing everything there, like I said, it was very long to me. It was so long that I began to let my mind wander to drift, and I started to forget. It was harder holding on to places, names, people. But every time I felt like I was close to forgetting, I felt something there. Some sort of a presence that would guide me back on track. It would be a memory, a flash, an image, your voices. It helped me to refocus every single time. I thought it was you at first. but it was never you.
It could have been my mother, it may not have been. I don't know. I haven't heard from her in a while. But
I guess that would explain this, and Gideon would grab his pant leg and lift it up where his leg was previously cut off. It has been restored. Was going to ask about that. And this.
oh, your leg
just motion to
suddenly
his
being here?
face.
Wait, what does he put in her face?
No, and he points to his face where the scales are no longer
Oh.
there.
Yeah, I'm not going to even pretend to know how this happened. I guess the astral sea is a lot cooler and less scary than we think.
Magic
I
is a
don't really
strange
know
thing.
how it works.
Are you fine? Okay.
She's kind of looking around, not really looking you in the eye. Fine in the sense of I'm still here, so I'm fine. Fine in the sense of I'm freaking out that we have to do all of this over again and risk more of our lives, then no.
Do you still believe this battle's worth it?
I do. Maybe I'm a masochist or something, but I would rather put my life in danger than risk hundreds of people's lives being put in danger. I'm only one person. And what's to say my life is more important than theirs? So, I'd like to do my best to prevent more heartbreak, even if it means I don't come out alive in the end.
It's the same. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, it's something that I've come to terms with, so.
It's the same reason we struck out in the first place.
Yes.
So, this time we will just make sure he has nowhere to run. Do it properly this time.
Maybe our plans will work this time.
Perhaps.
If he just stays in my range, I think it'll be so much better, but that asshole likes to run. How wimpy is that? Like, be a man.
Very cowardly.
It is.
And Gideon's gonna slowly start to stand up. I'm gonna go back to bed unless there's anything you need of me.
No, I'm just going to be here. So if you need me, though, you know where to find me.
Very well. Just come get me if anyone needs anything.
Sounds good. I'm sure Rian and Gideon or Gak will be back soon anyway.
No, maybe I'll just get a few more minutes then, and Gideon will head to his room.
Okay. Two things happen. First, Yrsa, as you sit in your room drinking the tea, you do feel a warmth around your arm as the bracelet lights up.
Yeah, I think she was probably just finishing the tea that Basil left, and just using the same little vine to scoot it back towards the door. But feeling that, I think that'd probably be the thing that she clutches onto the most right now to kind of keep her as grounded as possible. And she'll give it probably a really aggressive squeeze. There's a lot of magic energy probably coming through to the other side.
Mhm. As you do that, couple minutes later, you do hear a voice. Hey, are you okay? I miss you. It's your sister. Please respond.
Wrong time.
Love you.
I am not okay. But that's okay. Because I think I will be. Maybe. I love you. Sen.
Okay. The bracelet gets warmer. And you do notice that the energy coming through, the wooden bracelet that has runes carved around it, that friendship bracelet, some of the runes kind of crack open ever so slightly as you see a single flower start to bloom and make its way around the bracelet.
So nice to me. I'm so
While that is happening, Basil, I will say, being that you are the only one outside of the rooms in the tavern, if you were to go down for another drink or to grab something, you would hear the bard that is in this tavern currently playing, starting to play a song that catches your attention.
What's up? I do know Rain. Is this song playing?
You should hear guitar, yeah.
I hear just Rain. Let me see.
Well, I will
Mine
pause
just
it.
started.
I heard it and now I don't.
Well, now
There it is. I hear it
Oh,
now.
I hear it. Well, this is sad.
as you sit there and listen to the bard singing and playing, there is a individual that walks up to you. Long, dark, black hair. Looks like adventurer's clothing. However, you notice that their eyes are glazed over black as they walk over to you and say, "Hello, daughter."
Basil just kind of takes a shocking step back. I'm sorry? Does she
You
look like how she looked when I saw her that
No,
one time?
she looks. To be honest, she looks like she's possessing someone. She looks like
Oh.
it's an individual who is in the bar.
Is this...
I understand that this is probably very weird.
Yes. If you are my mother, what is something that you would have told me to prove it?
You're the daughter of the Raven Queen?
Well, obviously, but like something specific.
Your real name is not Basil. You've been reincarnated many times.
Okay, that's enough. I got it.
Interesting song.
It is. Has Basil heard this one before, or is it just like...
I would say yeah. This is a folk song that is sung throughout the lands through bards.
It is. I'm quite familiar with it. Have you heard it before?
Many times. It's weird.
The song?
I've had stories written about me. It's new to hear songs.
Well, at least it's a good song. Could be one bashing you, so.
There are some of those. I don't have much time. I'm sorry that you have felt like I have not been around. That I have not been trying to help. I saw very little of what happened within that manor. You walked into a room and there was nothing. My presence could not reach you.
One of my friends, he died,
I know.
and I was trying to reach you. I wanted you to bring him back. I wanted you to trade my life for his. But I couldn't reach you.
And I'm sorry. I will say, although I do greatly appreciate your friends, I would not trade their lives for yours.
Even if I begged for it.
Yes. I could take the years of anger and cursing my name. I could not take you away.
I understand. And I also want to apologize. I didn't mean to come across as a ignorant brat. Or
I'm not an ignorant brat.
I think I'm just I'm worried about I haven't had a good family, as you know. Um,
I know.
and I'm scared that now that I have a mom, that something's going to happen and our connection's going to be lost, or I'm going to lose you, or
You will never lose me.
Basil's. Sorry, go ahead. You go ahead first.
I am always here, Basil. But as I said before, the longer and the more I tamper with communication such as this, the gate breaks.
Is there anything we could do? Like, there has to be something that we can do.
You're already on the path to do it.
So if we fix the planes, if we go on this crazy journey, we'll be able to talk more after.
I'm afraid not. The divine gates are in place to keep everything that would destroy this world at bay. Once you have completed what your task is and the path you are on, you will restore those gates. The legions of monsters from all of the negative planes who would wish to destroy this place would be finally at bay once again.
And that means that we can't talk?
means things would be safe again.
But that we can't communicate.
Not like this.
No, I don't want to accept that. I just got you.
I know. I know.
What am I supposed to do?
You need to know that I am always around and with you. Even if I cannot talk to you, I am here watching and doing as much as I can to make sure that you are okay.
But what if I just need a hug from my mother?
And she hugs you.
Basil squeezes back really hard.
Until the gates are fixed, I will attempt to give you as many hugs as I possibly can. But it needs to be done, Basil.
Can we just stop the reincarnating? Can't I just be with you?
You would die.
But you're you're the goddess. You...
The goddess of death, yes. My job, our job, is to usher those who have died to their respective places. They do not come here when they die.
But I'm your daughter. It has to be different. I have divinity. Can't the other gods understand that I can have a place up there with you?
You would be surprised what the other gods do not understand.
Fuck those other gods. I'll make them understand.
I said the same thing. And she puts her hands on your cheeks. I love you so much.
I love you.
I know where you're going. Please. Be safe.
I'm going to do my best.
I won't be able to reach you when you're there. Oberyn is everything I am against. I have to go.
I understand.
And she kind of gets up on her tippy toes because this individual is not taller than you, and kisses you on the forehead.
Basil gives her one last tight hug.
And as that happens, the individual's eyes gloss back over to bright green. Who are you? And she pushes you off.
Basil, what do you mean? You hugged me first.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Where am I?
I think you might have had a little too much to drink, maybe.
I just started at 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh.
That's okay. You seemed like you needed the hug, so I was happy to hug.
Thanks. She double takes and then walks over to her seat. I will say at this point, Umbra, you would have made your way to the tavern with you. You got the other three, right? Yeah. Okay. You would see this happen.
The whole final interaction, not the whole interaction.
Not the whole interaction. You would just see this individual hugging Basil and then push her away, and then that whole conversation.
All right, after she takes her seat, she'll go over to Basil and be like, talking to birds, hugging strangers. You're a very interesting character.
It's a very long story. I
Well-
would just say,
I mean, might have time to tell it. We're waiting on everyone else still. I mean, I got everyone from the guild.
They all like wave.
oh, hello. And
Never mind. You don't have to tell me anything. It's all good. Where's
I'm
this
gonna-
back room?
Wait, can I grab a drink first? As Zovak says.
No one said
yeah,
you couldn't.
you have time.
All right. He walks over. At this point, oh, sorry. Continue. Sorry, I have one thing that Gak is gonna do before you guys get back.
It's the owner of the place. It's I believe it's in the basement, but he is usually needing to be here to at least help us get down there. So I think since not all of us are here, we should probably stay up here until then.
Okay.
At this point, we will head over back to Gak. You said you wanted to do something at the guild or at the college.
Yeah. The person that I spoke to when I was there was that like instructor.
Yeah.
Gas's gonna try to find them, and he's gonna say,
Rian actually just had an idea. Do you think we could take a quick stop before we head back?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Okay.
and Gak's gonna go back down to where the instructor was.
You find the individual. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what his name was. I know that he had pink hair.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Hey, Teach.
Oh, hello, Gak. That was your name? Yes.
Yes,
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I had a question.
Go on.
And can you keep a secret?
It depends. Is this secret dangerous?
No.
Then yes.
Okay. So I think we stopped by earlier and we saw you. We're doing some government work. And
Okay.
we're here to get some little like things that stop people from looking at us. Rian, what was the name of it again?
The amulet of proof of detection.
Yeah, but what does it stop?
I believe they had said
Scrying.
scrying. Yes.
Yes, that's it. So basically we're dealing with that
Okay.
happening to us. I was wondering what would somebody have to do to learn how to do that?
Scrying is not the hardest thing to learn. It is a little bit higher, well, out of our curriculum, of course. It is something that I assume you will eventually learn. It's time and practice, honestly. Reading up on it and figuring out how it works and just doing it until you get it right.
Gotcha.
There are also magical items that you could use to do it for you. Crystal balls.
Oh, like this?
And Gak will go into his backpack, and he'll
And pull out the arcane
pull out
focus?
his little orb.
Not necessarily that. They are a little larger. You can tell what they are by the mystical, magical fog that emanates within sight.
Okay. Would you be able to tell me and my friend here a little bit about screwing?
Scrying.
Scrying. Yes, it's scrying, Gak.
Oh,
not,
that's the worst one. That was the worst one.
We're not building a
Right.
house, Gak. We're
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes,
Scrying.
well, scrying is a spell that allows you to basically see another individual, but not from their eyes, or it's more from the focal point of over the shoulder. It allows you to see what they're seeing up to a certain point in front of them.
Can you hear?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, this is just something you can do freely?
There are those who learn the spell most times need to try and break through the mind of the other they are trying to scry on. However, there are mages that are powerful enough that they can skip that step.
Oh.
And is there how many times can you do it?
Well, as long as you have the resources.
Okay.
But, of course, with those, and he points to the necklaces, no matter how strong the mage is, they will not be able to get through that.
And you're sure?
100%. Those items are specifically made to stop that. It is
Right.
used within the college, and he actually pulls one out from underneath his cloak. This is so that people cannot, well, other teachers cannot scry on other teachers to figure out what they're doing for lesson planning, or if they're working on anything new. It is used very well throughout the college.
Okay. Is there a do you have anything I could even pay you for it if you had like a piece of paper that has the spell on it, or a book or something?
Oh, to write it into your book.
Yeah.
I don't have anything on me currently, but if you give me a day or two, I could come up with something.
Yeah. I don't know. And don't ask any questions, please. I don't know if we'll be back here after a couple days.
Well, I won't ask any questions, but if you are back here within a couple days, then I can get that for you.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate it.
Of course. I must leave now. The first class is starting soon.
That's okay. Good luck.
You as well. And he goes off. And you all head away from the college towards the Sapphire Chalice. We go back into the tavern once again. It's Yursa, have you come downstairs? Is that what I'm reading from chat? Gideon, are you still sleeping?
Gideon would
Resting.
just wait until someone came and got him, pretty much.
Okay. We go back. Umbra, you have just entered, talking with Basil with the guild members. You sit there and await the arrival of everyone else. I will say at this point, Gak and Rian do make their way into the tavern. And you see everyone.
Everybody's here.
Well, we're ready. We've been waiting on you, so.
You guys have been. How long have you guys been here?
How long? 30 minutes at least? 30 minutes?
Something like that.
A hot minute.
Is your other friend well enough? Or is he still resting?
We should probably go get him up. If someone wants to do that, I can talk to Merithil.
Okay. I will ask, did the party let anybody else know about this, the meetings, such as Sayori, Elias, Ulfric, any of them? And we don't have to RP it, you could just let me know if
I
you
don't
did
think
or
we
not.
technically did. I don't
I
remember.
feel like we
We-
would, though.
We would have.
Okay.
Yeah.
They would be staying in this tavern.
Okay, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
come to the meeting.
Gak would have gotten Dio.
I don't know if Vasari would be a part of it, or if like she'd still be there for the planning, but not actually like physically doing anything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I would say Vasadi would definitely show. I would say you probably had a conversation with Vasadi. She would not be a part of this. She can't leave the city
Right.
and do this, especially because she is well known and the captain of the Golden Company. So she will actually do this. She will talk to you and say, "So wait, will you be back by tomorrow night?
If I'm not dead.
Well, what do I do about father?"
He's leaving tomorrow night, right?
Right, we're supposed to sneak in and kill him.
I still plan on doing that. I just have to kill this guy first, and then
So you're going
we can-
tomorrow morning to kill this guy, then heading back here
to
tomorrow
kill
night to
another
kill
guy.
father.
Yes, that's the plan. Yes.
Do I need to try and... Do you want me to try and give us some time? Or do you
That
think
would
you can
be-
do that?
Let's preemptively see if you can give us some time.
I could try to... Well, I'm pretty sure I could get Dio to sabotage the ship.
I was thinking that too. I think that would be great. Because I'd really like to be here, for the killing.
Yes, I thought... No, yes, I would like you to be here.
Right. Yeah.
You have to do it.
Yes, I would like to be the one to do it.
Well, you're going to be the one to do it.
Are we
so-
in the room?
No, this would have happened like yesterday or something like that.
Oh, okay.
As long as I'm not dead, I still plan on that. However, if I do happen to die, can you do the honors of...
Sure. Yes, I can
Cool.
do the
Okay.
honors.
Cool.
All right. Well, don't die tomorrow.
Doing my best.
Fuck. I cannot believe you're going to Isle Blackmore and I can't believe he's still alive.
We did cut off his arm.
That's good. He shouldn't be able
But
to
he-
cast spells, right?
Well, he still has his other arm, so maybe we can try to cut that one off too. But he
If you
did kill our
cut-
friend, but we brought him back to life, so that's good.
I'm going to go to work.
You've never liked my stories, and Basil like turns around and walks away.
She turns around and walks away. So, time jumping back again to the current time now. Ulfric, Sayori, Elias. The five of you, Umbra, Granny, oh my god, Zovak, Torelli. Am I missing anyone?
I think that was everybody.
Dio? Is Dio a
Dio.
part of this?
Yeah, Dio. Yeah.
Okay. I will. Yeah. So Marathil would come down, and just look at all of you and say, "You need the room again?"
Listen, we
Yes.
didn't plan on needing it a second time.
He looks over to Umbra. Oh, hello. I don't think I've met you before.
I'm new.
She's new.
Marathil Essex, and he puts his hand out to shake yours. As
Yeah,
you
she'll
see
take it.
this individual.
Oh, got to go look.
Again?
Ah.
Really?
I'm sorry.
There's even more of you this time. I can't.
This
Do
is
you know?
hopefully the
Phil,
last
can you
time.
please just do the thing, please?
Yes, I'll do the thing. Yes. You realize how much you all owe me at this point?
Yes.
All right.
Fine.
Follow me. What is... He looks at Gideon. Never mind. And he just keeps walking. So you're led down to the basement of the Sapphire Chalice once again. You see the table is still there, but he looks at the table, looks at all of you, and starts counting. For God's sake. And he casts a spell that enlarges the table again, adds more chairs. He says, take your seats.
Thank you.
And as he does that, he then casts the spell where you see the translucent dome as you start to hear the tavern behind you close off and the sound disappear. And you guys are now, once again, at the table planning.
Gak,
Floor table.
as we were
I'm trying
going,
to remember. Did we all talk about also killing Basil's father the next day?
That was not discussed yet.
Okay. Can I say something really quick?
Sure.
And feel free to not partake. Um so Visati and I discovered that my father is leaving tomorrow evening. And Basil like looks at Umbra really quick. And then like looks back at the group.
This is
So
Umbra and the rest of the people, right?
Yeah, it's everybody.
All the
Okay.
mercenaries.
All
and
55 of you
Vasadi,
are
and Sayori, and Dio.
Okay.
all 55 of you are inside here now.
Oh god.
So if tomorrow is good for everybody, after we
Can
Um,
everyone
you
mark
want-
the calendars?
after we
That's
defeat
the end.
Oberyn, that's the plan. However, I'm totally fine with going with just Basante and I, because I think this needs to be done ASAP before he's on a boat going somewhere else.
Wait, could
Rian
you give a
looks to
little
the
bit-
other people that are in this room that don't know about the assassination.
Umbra?
Could you give a little bit more specifics?
I maybe at a different date. I think that is still a top priority, and I don't think that's something that you're going to have to do by yourself. In fact, I know you won't have to do that by yourself. So if both things need to happen on the same day, then they will get done. They will get done. But it is a delicate situation.
Yes.
I didn't notice how busy you actually all are. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And I have a quick question. Because I know you guys probably feel like you've talked about this over and over again. I feel like we don't need to RP this whole conversation unless there's something new coming up.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm in agreement with that.
There is
Mhm.
something Gak wants to do, though.
Okay.
As everyone's talking about Basil's dad and everything, you can see Gak is like kind of looking a little nervous, and he's like shaking his leg a little bit. And when there's a break in the conversation, he takes the necklaces out. That the proof or the why can't I think of what they're called?
It's a long
The
name. Proof
amulet
against
of proof
detection
against
of whatever the
detective.
fuck.
Yeah, detection and
Yeah.
location. He sets them down on the table, and he looks at everybody.
Does anybody have one of these?
No.
What is it?
These are the necklaces that stop you from scrying, stop people from scrying. Is there anyone here that has one of these?
The guild
I do
members say
not.
no. And so do Elias, Sayori, and Dia. And Ulfric.
Gak is kind of looking around, and he seems a little nervous.
So, you all were just hanging out with Basil in the tavern, and Dio and Sayori and Visati, everybody were with us when we went to fight him the first time. What are these gonna do? If if everyone doesn't have one, then it's kind of like it doesn't matter if anyone has one. Because he knows who we're with. He knows all that stuff.
He knows everything.
Sayori does speak up and say, unless the people who he hasn't seen goes with the rest of you.
Yeah, but I mean, if he was just watching Basil a little bit ago, he would have seen her at a table with a bunch of people, and he saw us
Oberyn-
going to the guild. And
Oberyn is not a god. He is not omniscient. He might be watching, but he has not been watching every single moment. Otherwise, there were things that we did that he would have been better prepared for.
yeah,
We have to
And
go
then-
in hoping there's at least a little bit of luck on our side.
And I think worst comes to worst, we go in assuming that he may know everything. We have nothing to hide. We're going to finish what we started, and if he knows that we have this many people with us when we go in, then fine. Then he knows that his minutes are numbered.
He does.
Then good.
and
Then
we know he
maybe-
doesn't hear anything we say here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay.
So then maybe maybe we don't even wear them. I'm not afraid of him. I'm not going to let him take anything else from me.
I agree.
We should not turn away tools at our disposal.
Well, what
For
if we gave our friends them? He knows we're coming, but maybe they can be a surprise.
Granny actually speaks up.
Granny.
Not to be the bearer of bad news, but you said that there's a teleportation circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
She looks around the room. Well, which of us are not going?
Only
Wha-
8 can go through? Is that what was decided?
Well, when we talked to the council, we did talk to them about some people going with their people, if need be.
Right, the ones that are going to be heading out from Shardina, right?
Yeah.
John, just a DM question. If if someone else can cast it, can't like a set of 8 go in and then another set of 8 go in, or is it just 8?
8 at a time.
8 at a time. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will also say I think we have ways that we can get you to Shardina.
Well, that's good.
It-
I'm
and then-
willing to go wherever. You put me where you need me, and I'll smash some heads in.
Gak will look to the party and he'll be like,
the teleportation circles that we can do, there's one in Shardina, right?
I believe so.
Yes.
So we could talk to them and take some people over.
Yes.
So 8 can go through the teleportation circle.
At a
Gak,
time.
yes. So assuming that we can only use it once, Gak, Gideon, myself, Yrsa, Basil. I'm assuming Sayori and Elias and Umbra. That puts us at 8.
Is that what you want? Do you want me to go with you? Sayori. So,
I wouldn't say no to the help. I would greatly appreciate it. You're a talented fighter, there's no doubt about that. And you too, Elias. No one will leave you out of this.
thank you.
Ulfric, are you okay with going with the main group?
To be honest, There's more vampires for me to kill in the city.
That's true.
Plus, I do have some contacts in Sredina, so I might be able to get some more.
That's good. Then that might be the way to go. That way we have a reliable group, comparable and able to defend themselves going into the city itself. That way it's not just the soldiers that we know are going to be there. That might be the best move then, unless anybody has any counterpoints they'd like to make.
Does not seem like it.
Dio.
He is.
So,
And can I assume that Basil told us about her conversation with her sister?
Well, if she didn't say anything about the assassination being the same day as Oberon's, I don't know, unless we want to metagame it, but
I'm fine with it.
just say, like, we already knew that it would be the same day just because he's leaving. Like, if everybody's fine with pretending we talked
You
about
guys-
it.
I think we've known about the date for a while, right?
We have. It's
Everton's speaking to the council at least, because the council said on the 17th that morning the ships will arrive at Isle Blackmore.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we
and
could probably just assume that.
We've been playing these couple of days for the past month, so I think that we forgot,
Yeah.
but I don't think our characters did.
Yeah,
It's only been like a week since we
Yeah.
arrived in Eldon.
I know.
Crazy.
But I think that we want to talk about whether Dio is going with the group to Sredina, or if he's needed here to sabotage Basil's dad's ship.
Oh, then yeah, she probably mentions probably after the big meeting that we have. She'll most likely mention, like, hey, maybe to save some time, if Dio can work a little sneaky magic.
Yeah, so that way we can do it in the morning as opposed to the
Mhm.
same night. That might. Oh.
Oh.
No. The
Hi,
overlay.
Rachel.
No.
Bye.
The only person that's not broken is Felicity. Okay, we're good.
Okay, can you re-say that?
Because then, worst comes to worst, we can do the Basil's dad thing the morning of, so that way after the Oberyn fight, we can still rest before dealing with it.
I will say, as a meta game, it is a lot. I think it would be a lot better to send Dio to sabotage the ship, because honestly, Dio does not. I don't think he would survive the Isle Blackmore thing.
What do you mean?
What?
He's got very, very low stats, guys.
All right.
He doesn't have vampire fighting stats,
He does not. No.
and Gak doesn't want Dio involved in that way anyway.
Also, I will say during this whole conversation, Dio does not make eye contact with Umbra.
Mm-hmm.
Umbra, you would know who Dio is.
I was wondering that. I was gonna message you. That's funny.
Dio got himself into trouble with the Thieves Guild by destroying a month's worth
That's
of ship logs, of ship schedules that the Thieves Guild had put together, and he's been in the shit with the Thieves Guild. So he notices who you are, and just like the whole time, just like, so exactly, and he's just
Okay.
talking like, just like averting his eyes the whole time.
Okay, I have a thing I need to say to him then after all this.
At
just
one
before
point,
we
Gak
split.
leans over to Dio and he goes,
don't worry, she's with the Adventurers Guild.
He looks to Gak, and you just see a face of concern of like, oh no, he doesn't know.
I made sure to ask.
So for time purposes, the plan, the 8 who are going, obviously the Seekers, plus Umbra, Sayori, Elias.
mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Is there another one?
Nope.
Is that
That's
it?
8.
Okay.
That's 8.
You are going to teleport the others, or at least give them admission to teleport
Mm-hmm.
to Shardina, which would have to happen today because the
Yes.
ships
Correct.
are leaving tonight.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
So Zovak, Torelli, and Gertrude, Granny, are going to be on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
And
Assault-
Wolfric.
and Ulfric with some of the Crescent Cabal that might join him, along with soldiers from Shradina that are not technically Isvarian soldiers, and possibly other guards, or not other guards, possibly foot soldiers from the Daggerm Empire as well that are in Shradina. They will be,
And also, during this meeting, Gak will probably try to cast Sending to Gabriel.
Hmm.
'Cause
Okay,
they're waiting in Shradina.
correct. Okay, what do you say to Gabriel?
Hey, Gabe, it's Gak. This thing's going down. Ulfric and others will be showing up. They will fill you in. They're coming tonight. Love you.
You get a response back, but the response sounds. It is Gabriel, but it sounds as though he is in severe pain. As you hear, Father has Celia. He attacked us on our way. I'm in Shradina recovering, but I will be there.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna cast another Sending before I even tell everybody what happened. And immediately Gak's voice is less excitable.
Hey, Gabe, it's Gak. We will get Celia back. Our friends will find you. They will be teleporting in the main city teleportation place. Feel better. Rest up.
And that's it.
There's a response that you hear. I'm ready. Let's end this. That's it.
Hell yeah. And then Gak will relay everything that happened.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Basil's gonna pull Rian aside. Hey, are you attuning to that amulet of the scrying whatever?
I was honestly thinking about giving it to, at least giving mine to maybe, oh, I don't know. Either Umbra or Sayori or Elias. Obviously, Oberyn knows that we're coming back for him. He might not know about those three, though.
Right. Well, I just wanted to ask because I want to give you my parapet of wound closure.
Oh,
Yes, I can't lose you. And I want to make sure that that doesn't happen. And so she hands it over to Rian.
And you can see Rian kind of... He doesn't say anything in response. But he will nod and say, I want it to be clear that Yrsa can't lose you either, all right?
Absolutely.
All right. And he'll hug Basil.
Yeah, she'll hug him back.
Is there anything else before you guys prepare?
It doesn't have to be right now, but I think he's going to give the amulet to, at least his, he's going to give to Umbra, I think.
You can add
Basil
that
will
to your
probably
top.
give hers away as well to whoever else needs it.
Okay.
Yeah, Umbra was just gonna have that short little convo with Dio when everyone else left the room, assuming they'd be like the last two walking out.
Okay. I will say, as Rian, as you are walking out, Sayori grabs your arm, but not aggressive or tight or anything. It's very gentle. And she looks to you and says, look, I know I've been standoffish. And I haven't been the most cooperative. What happened back there in the manor? I'm sorry.
See, Rian, kind of softens as he says, there is no need to be sorry.
There is. I froze up.
All I can ask of you is just try. Not to be sorry, but to be better. Every day, that's the best we can do. And I'm also sorry.
What?
I've been so caught up with Oberyn and all of this that I don't want you to think that I don't care about our people and our home. I do.
She puts her hand up. You don't need to tell me. Look at your weapon. That only happens if you care. I know what that is. Tomorrow, I'm not going to freeze up.
All right.
Promise. Let's kill
And
this motherfucker.
he'll smile and laugh. And he's gonna try and hug Sayori. As she stabs him in the neck with her palm.
As you hug her, you can see that it's very stiff, but eventually a hand just kind of reaches around your back and just taps.
Oh, there we go. Yep, you'll get better at that in the future. Took me a while
I
to.
don't know if I like this. Okay,
all right.
That's enough. All right.
He'll pull away, and he'll smile, and he'll walk away at that point.
Okay. As that happens, Umbra.
Yeah, as everyone leaves, I imagine it's like Dio's the last one following like Gak out, and like right before he's able to slip out, she grabs him by the collar, yanks him back in, and then shoves him up against the wall.
Okay, all right. You don't know. This is what
Shut
are you
up.
doing? Okay.
I need those ship logs, and you better not be destroying them.
I only did it the once. I'm trying
No,
to
no,
get them
no.
back. No, what?
of the ships you're about to go destroy
I
or
wasn't going.
sabotage?
I wasn't going to destroy it.
Whatever you're gonna do, I need those ship logs.
Okay, all right.
If you can get your hands on them and get them to me, that's fine. But don't do anything to harm them.
Wait, you want me to get the ship log? I can do
No.
this.
Only if it's convenient and you're already there.
Well,
Otherwise,
I'm going to
I'll
be
get
next
them.
to the ship.
If you can get in and get them, that's fine. Otherwise, if you can't, just do your job and then I'll get them. I just need them to be safe.
Okay, well,
So if you're setting fire to anything,
I won't set fire to anything. It was a one-time thing.
all right.
Also, you're saying ship logs like all of them. Is there a specific ship or just all of them? You want all of the ship logs?
There's a specific ship, right, John?
Yes, there is.
I know. Umbra knows the ship. Felicity doesn't remember. You're messaging me. That's really convenient. The
Yeah.
Jade Dagger.
Really?
Why?
I mean, that is one of the ones I don't want to fuck with. That one?
If you stay away from that one, that's fine. I just needed you to know to not destroy those. And in turn, I won't say anything to the guild.
Could you reduce my time?
Mm,
It was
if you get the Jade Dagger ship logs, I will consider trying to help you reduce your time.
Is there gold involved?
No, just my favor, which
Well, shit.
costs a little bit more than gold.
I don't know about that, but okay.
She does the what is that, the little like brackets eyes emoji thing.
I'll see what I can do. I'm already going to be sabotaging the ship. It seems like they need a little bit more time. They're my friends. I'm going to be sabotaging that one. I will see if I can get the logs.
Like I said, it's not important that you get them. It's just important that they don't get destroyed. That's
Alright.
what really matters.
I will specifically not set fire to the Jade Dagger.
Thank you.
Is that all? I could do other things, just not
No.
set fire.
No, I don't need anything else. And she'll just kind of like leave him in the room.
He just sits there and looks around. You can all of you are not there. It's just the camera's on Dio. He looks around. If anything here is of value, it's not. So he walks out.
He gems the camera and then leaves.
So, after all that is said and done, is there anything else anybody would like to do before we'll kind of fast forward a little bit with people being teleported places
For
and
sure.
Yeah.
getting everything in order?
I do want to know who are we giving the necklaces to? Because Gak would probably suggest that we give one to Gabriel. Like, give one to the group that's going to Shradina so they can then give one to Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Ulfric would be good to have one too. Because I feel like Ulfric has a pretty big target on his back.
Gideon's keeping his. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually. I mean, Umbra doesn't have to have one if...
Yrsa will give hers to Gabriel.
Okay.
Okay.
Then Gak will give his to Ulfric.
Yeah.
Gideon keeps his, and then Rianne and Basil have one that they can.
Yeah.
keep
Well,
and
I'm
give
at
to somebody.
3 attunement slots, so I was going to give mine to Umbra because, and John, you might not be able to answer this, but as a rules question, if the people in the party, right, their cameras are on the stream right now. Let's not worry about Sayori and Elias. But
Yeah.
if I am attuned to the amulet of proof of detection, but somebody scries on Yrsa, am I just not there for them because they can't scry on me and they can't see me? Am I just invisible? Am I blurry?
No, I will say no, because it's a scrying eye that attaches to a person through the
Yeah.
magic that they can see through. However, if Ursa's like looking, if you're like 30 feet away, they wouldn't be able to see you. Everything would be blurry past like 20.
So
like,
logistically, if we're not all wearing them, it's
you
kind
could
of
scry on
useless.
one and possibly see. He can't hear anything.
Hmm.
He could just see.
Well,
But
then maybe
yes.
we should all keep it so that Gideon's a surprise.
I can't unattune from
Well,
any of my.
I
There's already
can't.
too
I have
many of
my
us
staff of
anyway.
healing.
There's gonna be 8 of us,
Hmm.
and we only have 5.
5, yeah.
Just everyone walk 30 feet apart.
Right.
Okay.
You're fine.
Social distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social distance.
I know Gideon wants to keep his.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would make sense to make you invisible because the scrying eye just looks at things. So if it's able to attach to a person, if you're next to them, you know what? I'll make a decision to make it easier.
It says you're hidden from divination magic
I was okay. I'm saying
or perceived
No.
through magical scrying sensors.
You are not in charge.
is that then yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's
would
what it
be-
says.
Now.
I will say it will be like someone who doesn't want to be in a video taken in public, where they just
blurred.
they're blurred. Everything about them is blurred. Yeah.
That's funny.
On the night
of the Fair.
16th, I can tell you where I was.
Yeah. So yeah, they wouldn't be able to see you. So
Nice.
never mind.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay, so Ulfric, Gabriel, Gideon, Umbra,
Mhm.
and who else would like one? I guess, or who else do we think should have one?
Because I mean, we can give one to Theori or Elias, or maybe who else was with us at the.
Dio technically was never seen,
Yeah.
Okay.
but
So-
Dio's also not going. So
So
Yeah.
Gideon has one, Ulfric has one, Gabriel has one, Umbra has one, which leaves one more.
Yeah.
Theory.
Sayori. Okay, cool. All right.
cool.
Cool beans.
I will say when you see Gabriel, he has a massive scar in his chest.
If we see Gabriel,
You would if you give, unless you send it with.
We're-
If you
yeah.
send it with the guild members, that's fine.
Send it
Never
with the
mind.
guild
Yeah, okay.
members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what? Now you know he has a massive scar in his chest.
hopefully we'll see him after.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hopefully. That's rough.
So, final call before the plan is set into motion and you all make your way to the teleportation circle to wherever it ends up on the other side.
I wanted to give mine to Umbra as a thing.
Okay.
So that night, as everybody's getting ready, is Umbra staying in the tavern? Did I hear that right? Or
Did.
not?
We say that? I don't know.
Umbra, you can stay in the tavern or at the guild hall.
We'll
Either
just
one.
say, so I don't have to make a choice, she's still there.
Okay, all right, cool. So as she's still there in the evening, whatever she may be doing, Rian is gonna approach her. So just for context, what do you think she's doing this evening?
She probably is talking with the other guild members that are still there, and having a drink with them.
So Rian would walk up and he would say, I'm incredibly sorry to interrupt. Umbra, could I talk to you for just a quick moment?
He wants to talk to us. Ha ha ha. Sure, yeah, no problem.
Rian's gonna kind of squint at that.
And she'll get up and she'll
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah, and he'll just kind of move over to a separate booth that's just a little bit away, not like in the not scrying room. And he'll say, so 2 things. One, I want you to have this. And he'll kind of set the amulet of proof against detection on the table and kind of slide it over to her. This Oberyn individual, he has a bad habit of scrying on us. And we believe that with these amulets, if he scries on someone, you won't be able to be seen. And judging from your skill set, not being able to be seen plays into your kit rather well. So I think it's a useful tool for you to have.
It does. Are you wanting this back after we're done killing him?
I think we have to return them to
Unfortunate.
the academy, yes.
Well, for now, it'll be very nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I second thing, and I might be just grasping at straws here, but did I do something to upset you somehow?
Oh, why would you think that?
It's just the first time we had talked. You, I don't know. You just left very abruptly, and maybe that's just due to the nature of your profession. But I couldn't help but feel like I had done something wrong. I don't know. I've spent a lot of time learning about people and how they react to things, and I'm sorry if I offended you at all. I promise that wasn't my intention.
No. I mean, I can be a pretty abrasive person, is what I've been told, so maybe you're just misreading my personality? Sorry if I offended you in any way.
No,
but...
no. Not at all. I don't know, I thought... No, sorry, then... And
is that the only thing you got from that interaction, Rian?
And he'll kind of cock his head at that. Is there something more that I should have picked up on? I'm
not sure.
Can Rian is Rian allowed to make an insight check just as he's trying to get a general read on her demeanor?
Yeah, you can insight if you would like.
I don't know. Does that qualify as deception or just being shitty? Bitchy check.
I guess to clarify my insight check. Sorry, just asking to roll insight. I guess just is poor anyway. But
roll perform.
What I'm trying to ascertain is she upset and angry with him, or does it just seem like she's being more, I don't want to say wishy-washy, but she's being a little bit more I guess wishy-washy just because of her nature. Like she's trying to not reveal like which side of the coin it landed on. So is it actually she's upset, or is she just pretending to kind of be in this in-between state?
Okay, so you can make an insight on that. I will say, Umbra, you can decide based on your role if you want to deceive or persuade. Okay. You can tell me what you roll, and you can private GM roll me what you roll.
Well.
Oh, well, I didn't.
Well, it's a 10 from Rian.
Sorry, I didn't private that. I just clicked
totally
it.
Fine. Totally
okay, what
fine.
do you mean? I don't see anything.
Yes. It's crazy. I could just do boom. Oh, it's crazy. It's
gone. It didn't even happen. Yeah, Rian, he can't tell. Seems a little wishy-washy.
That's what I was afraid of.
Here's playing with the tavern cat.
Her emotional support animal.
Yeah, it's like whatever gives her joy in this time. I think Rian would think for a moment and say, well, as some of my companions love to remind me, I'm getting up there in age, so my memory, it just isn't what it used to be, so I'm sorry if I'm forgetting something important. I promise that's not my intention. Since you're going to be spending more time with us, I just wanted to make sure we got off on the right foot, that's all. I was just trying to be a friendly face.
Yeah, absolutely. No, there's nothing for you to worry about. Have a good night, Rian. And she'll get up and go back to the guild members. Unless he stops her.
Trying to think. I don't think right now he will. Right now he's just confused. He needs to think on this more.
Okay. So it is the morning of Elysius the 7th. Early in the morning. You all wake up, prepare yourselves. Previous day, you have given access to the teleportation circles to transport those of the guild members along with Ulfric to Shredina. I will say there was something we skipped. However, you all did yesterday go to the Platinum Sanctuary, talk to Korhal Dalkel, the head cleric, and I'll just show you what he looks like.
Oh, he's evil. Got it. Okay.
He is not evil. He is a silver. I know it makes him look.
Is his name Tupac?
No, I think that's the artist. No, his name's Korhal Dalkel, a silver dragonborn.
Okay.
There's a ritual that happens that Gideon, you may remove 2 points of exhaustion.
Sick.
It is 4 o'clock. No, 3 o'clock in the morning on the 17th. You've woken up and headed to Oberon's Manor within the Emerald Groves. You know that the ships will be at Isle Blackmore within the hour. You all stand around the teleportation circle, the faint magic glowing, glistening, and pulsating within the lair that you fought Oberon once before. You can see the dried trail of blood that leads to the teleportation circle. The decayed arm resting on the ground. The thorns and vines that have actually, as you look around, encapsulated most all of the lair at this point. Seekers, you stand at the circle, and Yrsa leaves.
I'm outie.
Oh, are you back?
Oh,
No.
No!
Oh no, she said Discord's not working.
That's not good. Oof. Gak probably would have gotten one of the sending stones that he had and gave it to probably Ulfric.
Okay.
And he just said, like, you can use this once a day. If you need us, use it, please.
He acknowledges and says he will. Yrsa, what did you last hear before you froze? And
That we were standing around the teleportation circle. Sorry.
Good.
okay, good. Umbra, this is the first time you were seeing this.
Mm-hmm.
You walk into this layer of coffins, open and destroyed, a large teleportation circle. The dining room that you walk through, the glass is completely busted out. The dining room table and everything is destroyed. There's a corpse on the ground in the hallway that leads to the dining room, and it's completely skeletal. Actually, there's two. No, there's not, because Lazarus was destroyed as mist. You all stand at the teleportation circle. Do you walk through?
Gideon
Yes,
casts
sir, we
mage
do.
armor on himself first.
Okay.
Gak probably will too.
Which, fun fact, when he casts it, his whole face looks scaly and like a Simic again.
Ooh.
Okay.
We loving the flavor.
Yeah, we love flavor. We love spice.
Little
And then-
flavor.
Do we know how to activate the teleportation circle? Because Gak has it in his book, so if we need to do something, he'll probably.
Yeah, so you know how to activate it because as you wrote it in your book, it is very similar to the ones you've been using throughout Eastvaria to teleport.
Okay.
It is a step on, and an arcane caster can think the thoughts of where they want to go, connecting with the circle itself, and it will teleport you.
Cool.
So, with that, you are teleported across the sea. You feel nothingness as your body is shunted across the arcane ley lines that you have felt before, but this is knowing where you're probably ending up. As you see, well, this is not. Welcome
So pretty.
to Isle Blackmore.
If they weren't so evil, I'd totally vacation here.
As all of you appear and look around, what you see before you is a large circular room. Within the center looks like it would house a coffin. The dust that is sitting there is in the shape. The circular room has many columns that go up to a elevated 20-foot ceiling. You look around, the dust, cobwebs, stone walls and floor and ceiling, dimly lit with blue candle lights all around. There is an opening in the distance that leads to a hallway. However, that is not what you also see. What you also see is an individual standing with his arms behind his back, crossed, chest up, wearing blue Gothic adornments of very royal robes and clothing. What you see is, if I can find my notes. Here we go. The blue line clothing goes up to a metallic neck. That goes up to a metallic rounded face. No mouth, but two glowing white eyes. As you see, a construct that looks to all of you and says, "Hello. The master has been waiting for you. Welcome to Castle Blackmore." And you see this. My name
That's cool.
is Help. I will be escorting you through the castle. When you are ready,
Let's go.
follow me.
Yours was already walking.
Okay? You begin walking through Castle Blackmore. The corridors, ever winding you feel this coldness, this sensation. It feels like the White Crest Mountains, but just warmer. There's fog that is dissipating as you walk through it. You see different rooms off to right and left as you walk through the corridor. You come to an area that looks like a large crypt room with many statues depicting what seems maybe children or loved ones buried here. You continue on through the hallways, hearing the metallic footsteps of help as he walks forward. He brings you to a staircase, and the staircase leads upwards as you continue upward and upward, walking through this castle. The first thing you see as you get to the main floor from the bottom is a large grand foyer with a singular staircase that leads about 20 feet up to a split that leads left and right. You see a large glass chandelier hanging from the 45 feet ceilings. However, in the middle of this grand foyer is a dilapidated and destroyed statue. Everyone make a investigation check.
I think mine rolled twice on accident.
It's okay.
I don't know why.
Basil, Yrsa, and Umbra, you would be able to tell, even though this stone is old, that it was destroyed very recently. You do see the grand foyer that looks something like this.
So pretty.
Ooh.
Does Umbra notice if it's just us in this room, noticing that that was like a really recent destruction? Like, did she feel like they're being watched at all?
Make a perception check.
Can I assist?
Actually, I might have advantage. No, I don't think I have auto advantage on. Well, that was really good first roll.
Oh, sick.
And then a natural one, so that's really funny.
With your
Can I
20...
Yeah.
So,
What did you say? I'm sorry?
I was just gonna ask if I could tell what the statue was.
You can see the statue is actually of Oberyn himself.
Interesting.
It depicts him in royal garments holding a sword, and it is completely destroyed and sundered.
Good.
With your 23 perception, Umbra, you do feel like you're being watched, but you can tell you're not.
Mm.
It just has the feeling. You look around in this new area, it is unsettling. You know the entity that lives here. You've even heard rumors of this individual. You've heard what the party has talked about this individual. It is kind of surreal that, yes, 2 days ago you were doing stuff for the guild, and now you are in the castle of a great vampire lord. And the echoing of this entire area, everything about this is just creepy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, she doesn't have any new information to tell the party, so she'll just be creeped out by herself.
Okay. So, Help looks to all of you as you kind of look around and says, "Please, follow me." And he continues to walk and walks up the staircase, walks to the right, and walks down an opening, an archway. As you walk through this archway, going further and further down, you can see that the sconces on the walls themselves are not lit up at this point until you walk within 30 feet of them. in which case you see all of them this dull blue light, but casts what would look like a white light would cast. You continue walking. You can feel as you get closer to wherever your destination is, this kind of breeze going through this castle. You do see windows. And as you look out the windows, it should be daytime. It should be daylight outside.
These bitches.
But it is dark. And you can start to hear, as you get higher up, a thunderstorm outside. You hear help once again. Right this way. You continue on until you come to another opening, and inside of this opening you see what looks to be a living space. Some sort of living room. A couch, fireplace, and another staircase that goes upwards even further. You can see that the couch is overturned completely. There is holes in the floorboards and rips in the carpet, rips on the walls. It looks like claw marks throughout this entire place. With your investigations before, it looks like this is also recent. You see something that looks like this.
Did someone beat us to this?
No. This is Oberyn.
That is correct. Master Oberyn was very angry a couple days ago. This way. And help continues. Is there anything you guys are doing, or just walking and following?
Yrsa's just very keenly taking note of everything. But she's not saying anything.
Okay. You continue to walk and walk. You walk up the stairs and walk through an archway. Once again, the candlelight flickering and turning on as you get closer. You hear the storm growing. You walk through an archway and into a large stone room with many, many bookshelves throughout. It is a two-story room. You can see off to the left as you walk in. There's a large glass window that is Gothic styled. You can see candelabras and chandeliers that house wax candles that are lit. You can see in this room there are turned over chairs, ripped up books, and blood. You see something that looks like this. As you hear help say, "This is Master Oberyn's grand study. He spends a lot of time here reading and researching."
What does he like to research?
Many things. However, recently Master has been researching more of the Arcana. This way. Continues walking. Anyone doing anything while they're in here?
Oh no, I don't. I had a spell, but I don't have it prepared, so never mind.
Okay.
Was there anything open on his desk? Like, yours is not going to pull away from the tour, but, like, as we walk by it.
Make it in. You're walking by, make a perception check. Wow. Yeah, you see many books talking about the Arcana. You also see many books talking about clockwork and mechanical things. As you do walk through this castle, you can see that it looks a little bit more advanced technologically than most things you've seen. And the only thing you can, like, from just stories is the Dagram Empire is the most technological. This looks much different. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Thank you. Just from the books, you can tell that Oberyn has been researching, mechanical and arcana means. But there is one specific book that is leather backed. It is red, that is ripped and destroyed, and you can see very bits and pieces of it, which look like journal entries. You see one bit of piece of the paper has a date, and at the top says "My dear Sophia," and then another one says almost the exact same thing. You see journal entries that actually depict, or that say, start with Celia and Gabriel. There is one that is mostly destroyed, and all you can make out is YRS.
I can't read it at all.
You go over and look at it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it is completely burned and charred. You can see, as you kind of look further, Yrsa is, and that's it.
She's going to take it
Okay.
and then follow help.
There is one thing I did forget to mention as you're walking through, and I will say that all of you would be able to pick up on from the perception checks that have been noted. There are arcane runes that look like they have been cut or gashed into the walls every 100 feet. Gak, make an Arcana check. And Gideon.
16.
27.
Nice.
If you were to quickly study these runes, Gak, you haven't seen this exact rune. But there are certain types of magic that have a certain feel to them when you're writing the rune. Divination is much more elegant and curved writing. Conjuration is much more circular and almost like drawing of shapes. You're 27, Gideon. There is a specific type of magic that is very straight-lined and mostly no edges whatsoever, and a little bit aggressive evocation.
So I kind of had to step away for a little bit, so I missed some things, but with just kind of what has been picked up by others, the runes, and then knowing that that's evocation, does Gideon have any idea kind of what this is about, or what he might even be trying to do? If not, that's fine. I missed a lot of information, so I'm just straight up asking.
Right now, you've just been kind of led through the castle in various different rooms. You've seen these symbols in every single room, and even the rooms you haven't gone in, just from a glance. If you want to peer into it further, you would have to stop and investigate more.
Nah, that's not a good idea right now. We got things to do.
Okay.
Maybe when we're done.
You continue moving forward and forward as you are led up another set of stairs, and then eventually you start to spiral downwards in what you would assume is a tower you are currently in. And you continue on and on until you get to a long hallway with a large double door at the end. It is lined with windows and suits of armor. However, the paintings that are on these walls are slashed and destroyed. There is blood everywhere on the walls, on the floor. The carpet itself is ripped up. Doors have been thrown off hinges, and the glass in some of these windows have been destroyed as you walk down a hallway that looks like this. As you hear Help say, "Please, mind your step," as he just continues to walk and walks over certain things.
Will do.
Okay. You continue walking. Yursa, you're the first one who would notice this. As you get closer to this door, there's a scent not only of rain, but grass and dried roses on the other side of this door. Outside.
Help, where are we going?
The master would like you to meet him in the garden.
Okay.
It is right through these doors. Would you like
Okay.
to stop?
Urso looks at everyone else.
What do you think, Yosa?
This is what we came here to do.
Is your gut telling you something about this garden?
All we're going to find out here is sadness. But that cannot be avoided anymore.
Well, if you think that we should proceed, then I trust your judgment.
I'm sorry for that. And she's gonna turn and head out.
Basil's
Okay.
gonna follow behind her.
As you all follow through the door, again, down this hallway, you see those arcane runes. The doors open with a loud creaking sound.
As we walk down,
Yeah.
can Gak run his hands along the runes, and then he wants to try to focus on his book and see if his book can help him figure out what they mean.
Okay, roll me a percentile dice, my friend.
So I just say roll 1d100.
Correct, yep.
Okay.
Okay. As you run your hand over these runes, you feel the book start to shudder in your book pocket that you have it. You kind of take it out and you watch it flip open and start to rapidly move through the pages as it comes to a blank page and starts to write the rune inside of it, ever so temporary, and there's this flash of knowledge in your brain. It is rather mundane magic. It is actually a lot of wizards and magicians, arcane users, know of this magic. These are glyphs of warding. And what you know about these is that these are triggerable wards that house trigger magic. You do not know what the trigger is, and you do not know what spell is stored in each one of these glyphs, but you know it is evocation, and you know that these glyphs are throughout the entire castle. Okay.
Does Gax share that with everyone?
If he finds a time that he think is good, yeah. Right now he's probably just trying to think about it because he's not sure what it'll help if people know.
Okay.
But he's going to try to.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. You open the doors, and in front of you is a large courtyard. Each of the trees that you see within these courtyards that is planted in a stone planter, each tree reaching about 15 to 20 feet, is leafless, dead, and petrified. There is a second level, as you can see, stairs on right and left that go up to a second level that houses planters where every single plant in them have been malnourished and dead. The singular path that leads down the center, the stone path that then goes into a U shape and cuts off into right and left, you see a large well in the center. Behind this well is a massive dead rose bush. There are 3 statues within this garden, one on left and right, and one in the center that depict a beautiful woman dressed in silky robes, smiling with her hand held up high. With his back turned towards all of you, looking up at this statue. A sight that you all saw before at Lady Gemcloak's. You see Oberyn Blackmore. And you see this. You can place your tokens here.
Oh, how do you do that?
Place your tokens, or what I just did?
Yeah, place your token.
I got you.
Okay.
It should be in actors. You should have the ability to do it, but I'll do it for you.
But Joe never makes me do this.
Burn.
Alright.
I've created helpless players. Oh God.
I am like, I'm the dumbass. I feel like Umbra would not be in the front. I can't move her. Oh wait, game paused.
I feel like they would
They'll
switch
do it.
places. Here we go. Boom.
Oh, yeah, I feel like yours would be up.
Basil would probably be maybe back
Yeah.
here. Basil, where would you be?
I don't care. Probably in front of Sayori. Like
Okay.
that.
Okay. So, everyone can see the map, right? Okay. Oberyn, with his back turned towards all of you, just looking up at the statue, says, "That will be all help. Thank you, Master." And help walks back in and shuts the doors behind you all. Still not looking towards all of you, says, "Welcome. Again." He turns around and looks to all of you. So, it seems that this is where it will end.
Yours is gonna step forward. I don't know if I can move. Gonna move all the way up to here. Nope, here.
Oral.
Right here. That's 30 feet. If Rian tries to come forward, she's gonna try to druid craft a vine to put him in place.
No.
I will say Druidcraft isn't strong enough to
Oh,
keep
you
him
break
in
my
place.
twig.
That's what Entangle is for. So
That's okay.
And
then
I
I'll
mean,
go,
he'll walk up and say, "Say what you need to say, but I'm not leaving your side." And then he'll just return to looking at Oberyn.
Yeah, you're just gonna completely ignore Rianne. It did not have to be this way. And you know that. But you've proven time and time again that I can't argue with you. Because you don't want to listen to what I have to say. She is very beautiful. And I'm sure her presence was twice what her beauty was. I'm sorry that her loss has turned you into this. I told you before that I saw you. I did not lie. I have not lied to you since I've known you. I have been nothing but honest, and if you've been watching, you know that. And you will also know that taking my friend from me was the worst thing you could do. And you ruined everything that I thought I was. You have stamped out the light that I worked so hard to build. And I know that it hurts you that you did that. You can stand here and make your threats, and I'm sure they're coming. But I know that you are just broken and sad and in so much pain. And you refuse to let anyone help you. I tried. And if you refuse to accept my help, then I don't know what else you want from me. I don't know what it is you want. But I refuse to let you take any more of my friends. I refuse to let you take your anger out on everyone else. All of these innocent people who've done nothing to you. That is not fair. And before you lecture me on what is fair, nothing in this world is fair, Oberyn. You've proven that to me. But there are people out there, like myself, like these people behind me, who every day strive to make things just a little bit more fair for everyone else. You could have been a part of that. You chose not to. You chose to be the monster that you tried desperately not to be.
$2,374 years. I was in the dark. I have been built by nothing evil. I am from the age of the calamity. My kind did not exist before I. 2,000 years of darkness and anger before I met her. Before I met Sophia. The light at the end of the tunnel, where I thought I would never see it. She changed me, took me from the monster I was, and shamed me. And your kind ripped that from me. Your kind took the only light I had. I'm not here to... I'm not threat, no, we are... I'm here to let... that I saw you as yourself. The one time in the past 500 years I have let down my walls, blew up in my face. From my perspective, even if you say you were on my side, you did nothing to go against your friends, to change their mind. Yes, you wanted to save me, but if you wanted to make peace, you should not have prepared for war. I will, and always will be, the monster of this story. That is who I am, who I was created to be. And I stopped caring about anything and everything the day your kind took that from me.
You're lying. Yours is gonna move up 30 more feet.
Basil's gonna move up 30 feet.
You're lying. That is untrue. You do care about something. I saw what you wrote.
I did. Before I knew you all plotted to kill me.
No. I plotted to save you. You never gave me the chance.
Well,
Yours is gonna reach out her hand. And she's gonna move away from everybody else, 30 more feet. Rand, do not follow me.
it's too late for that.
You held my hand once. Why won't you let me help you?
You see him look to you. Look to the rest of everybody. The rain beating down everyone's face, beating down his. You can see a tear of blood from one of his eyes roll down his cheek and say, because I do not want to exist anymore.
Yrsa is going to cast Moonbeam as soon as he says that.
And
He's going to counterspell.
Can I counterspell his counterspell?
What level, Cack?
I am 60 feet away on purpose. I'm gonna do... I'll do a third level.
Okay, you need to roll.
I will say, as Yrsa casts Moonbeam, I know that with spell targets it probably doesn't matter, but since Rian is quicker, he's going to move in front of Yrsa at that point since the fighting
Yrsa
started.
will not allow that.
Well, let's do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
What do I need to...
You
Back
need
off,
to
Rian.
roll. So he's casting 4th level.
Okay.
So you need to roll a 14 or higher.
Okay, so just a...
Is it just
a regular-
Arcana? What? Hold on. What does counterspell say? I think it says it in the spell.
It's the DC that he would have to beat is whatever spell level Oberon's casting it at.
Plus 10.
Plus 10. And
So
that's
use
the
your
spell
abilities,
check.
your spellcasting ability modifier
Yeah.
for the
Okay.
roll. Gag.
Okay. And just that. Okay.
Yep. Wow. He's not as fast as he once was because he has one arm.
Yeah.
As he casts counterspell, Jack waiting in the back. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you raise your hand.
Okay, sorry. Okay. I want to run and hug him while I cast it.
Oh, damn.
If you allow it, you can say no. That's okay too.
Okay,
And I'll take the damage too.
I love it. So you're gonna run up, Rayanne. Are you trying to stop this?
If you try to stop, she will fight you.
Oh, I know.
But do what you want.
He won't stop her because he knows how much this means to her. But he is going to, since people are taking actions, I am going to do two things. He is going to move up with her. So he is going to be right outside of Moonbeam as this is happening. And he's going to activate the Might of the Okunite because he knows we're going to fight. So he's going to do that. And he's also going to channel through the sword to cast Armor of Agathis on himself.
Okay. Umbra, you can move up to wherever you would like in this back line if you want to.
No, I'm kind of letting the story happen here. I'm very
Okay.
entertained. But yeah, sure, I'll move up. I'll get.
What is the?
Let's
Can
go
you?
around.
What is the feat of Moonbeam again? 10?
Oh yes, yeah. The area is it's a 10 circle boy.
What can I find?
5
Whether-
foot radius.
It's 3rd level.
My moonbeam, yeah. Do we need to cast it real quick?
No. You're good.
Okay, I don't know.
You are good.
So I guess if Yrsa's going to be up there, Rian would be there.
I'm
Yeah.
very sorry, team. I just really want to make a point. Okay.
No. Story is
Okay.
good.
No,
Hey,
you'd
John.
be over here next to the. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you finish what you were saying.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if before we go into initiative, if I could also cast something.
Okay. I will say you can cast it. I'll hold on to that. Things are happening a lot. Let's go back to Yrsa running at Oberyn, casting
Okay.
Moonbeam. Mighty Akunai's gone off. As Oberyn is trying to counterspell the Moonbeam, not only is he caught off guard from Yrsa hugging him and almost bringing him off balance. Actually, no. You go to hug him and he actually doesn't move. It's like a wall. Gak, you see the opportunity. You're not letting this shit happen again. You counterspell his counterspell. As that happens, this beam of moonlight strikes down. How much damage does he take? And do you take, Yrsa?
He does get a save.
That is true. I forgot. I forgot
It's
about
probably
that.
The one time I roll really well with moonbeam because I'm taking 2. We both make a Constitution save, DC 16.
So he was 20 for his.
Okay, so he takes half.
Yrsa does get to add +4 to her con save because she's within 10 feet of me.
Nice.
Nah,
Well,
great.
that good that does.
So half of 17 is 8. Is that correct, Matt?
Yeah.
You would take 17 points of damage, Yrsa.
Cool. Got it.
As that happens, Basil, what are you doing?
Okay, so Basil's going to move up a little bit closer and over Yrsa's head. she's gonna look him dead in the eye and say, Oberyn, with all due respect, which is none, you better get used to this life of darkness, because once those eyes of yours dim out and you lose your life, you are never going to see your wife in the afterlife. We'll make sure of that. And she's gonna try to cast a banishment.
Okay. What is the save on that?
16, I think. Let me double check. Here, I'm
Yes,
just gonna-
double check. What is
I'll cast it and it'll say.
16 charisma? Okay.
I swear to God, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna cry.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we received a gift from Gemma after the battle royale. Did we not,
We're gonna-
Jonathan?
You did.
We did.
We're gonna use it now.
I mean,
I
if
think
the
it might
party.
be a good idea.
I will say.
Because we have to know before the outcome. We know the outcome, right?
Right. So I'm going to say I rolled a 14. He has a plus 14 to charisma.
Okay, so we know the outcome.
Plus 14.
So how
There's another
badly do we
fella.
want
Fails on a
banishment to
one.
go off?
I will say this: banishment will keep him away for a minute,
Yes.
and then
We
he
know.
comes back.
Mm-hmm.
That was part of the plan.
Oh,
you
okay.
know, John.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. Is this
Yeah.
Operation
We have a
Glass
plan.
Eye or
No,
something?
Yeah, this is Operation Bye Bitch. Yeah.
This is by bitch. We're already planning, John.
I will
What are
say
you doing?
the stuff with Yrsa before was not part of the plan. She genuinely meant this.
Yeah.
time.
You've betrayed me again.
No.
He was about to cast a spell in the first fucking place. I knew exactly where that was going. That line was very painful for her to hear. I don't want to exist anymore. Great line. But bullshit, he was about to cast something. Continue.
So I guess
What are
if
you
we
doing?
want to
Are
use
you doing
that
the
thing,
roll?
Is
Is it
this-
auto fail or auto success?
This may be the time so we can get
to
like
agree.
use it.
we can set off daylight, we can do all of the prep stuff. I
Yeah.
did I have a lot of features, uses of Might of the Okunai, so it's okay. I'm not upset. So I mean, does anybody have anything? Because I mean, I don't want to be in a situation like it's the boss fight at the end of the game and you've been saving up all your potions and items and stuff for that time,
Yeah,
and you don't
I
even use
think-
it.
I
Yeah.
think
Use
we
it.
might as well try to use it.
All right, fuck it. Boom.
So, do I do it
Thanks,
or you,
Gemma.
John?
I will ask this to the group of everybody.
Okay, maybe it doesn't happen.
No, it does. I'm also not going to be a dick and let him use a legendary resistance to auto succeed.
Oh my god.
That's
I
nice of you.
should, but
But it's a
Here's the
special
thing.
auto succeed.
as you cast banishment, he disappears from this plane.
Wait, what plane are vampires from?
So- Well, he's from
Well-
the Hells, isn't he? Because he's like immune to fire damage. That was like a whole thing in the fight.
No, he's not from the Hells.
It
Oh.
just goes to, I think, a random plane of existence.
If he's not from one,
He goes to
If-
whatever plane he's from if he's from a different
I
plane.
will say he has said that he was created during the calamity
Mhm.
here. So,
okay, so he goes to a
This is
random
his-
ass place.
yeah.
Just a limbo.
Let's hope it's Celestia. So, like,
As this happens, however,
Mm-hmm.
you all have 1 minute. Things happen. There are things that happen simultaneous as this happens. First, I will let you position yourselves where you would like on the map currently. Moonbeam is still going?
Mm-hmm.
important
We'll
question.
go. Yes.
Does Oberyn say anything to Yrsa before he teleports away?
Hug.
No.
Bye, bitch.
You bit just cuts off.
I will say, not only is there nothing he has to say at the moment, but this happens so rapidly that he gets banished as soon as Yorsa hugs him, and the moonbeam goes off.
No, sad.
Out of 10, how pissed is he?
Well, we'll
find
figure
out
out when
in
he
a
gets
minute.
back. So move your tokens to where you would like.
Where was Oberyn? Is he right where Ursa's token is?
Yeah, I'll place him back on the map so that you can see where.
And
he
John,
would
I would
come back.
like to hide.
Okay, you can hide wherever you would like. Behind the statue?
You want me to roll? Yeah.
No, he's not here. He can't see you.
Well, I didn't. That's true, but I mean, like when he gets back, I don't know.
No.
Until-
So,
Oh wait.
hiding is the initial thing of it. If he can't be here to actually visually see anything, you're hidden.
Perf.
Good.
Yeah.
And he's gonna pop up the same place.
Yeah.
Exact
Right.
same spot he was. Yes.
What if I hid
So-
in the bushes? No, I won't.
Well, everything is dead, so you'll just be behind a bunch of sticks.
Twigs.
So
Twigs,
John,
I'm sorry.
what?
Twigs here?
How do we go about what we want to do during this minute?
So when he comes back, it'll be a surprise round. Each of one of you get one action to do something.
Mm-hmm.
However, I mean that's how it's gonna work. You each get a held action to do something. When he returns, it all fires all at the same time. Where is Elias and Sayori gonna be?
I mean, they're both fighters, so they should be up close and personal.
Mm-hmm.
Am I still controlling Elias for this fight? Is y'all okay?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay, pokes. Okay, I'm gonna move yours over here by this tree.
Is this an upper level that Gak's on?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
By basil.
Yeah.
Do we just want to go down the list with the things that we're gonna do?
So this is probably gonna throw a wrench into your plans.
Cool.
So I'm gonna do this part first. As Oberyn vanishes, you hear cracking and the movement of stone.
I fucking knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? Because you watch as the left and right statue start to move and shift as
What
the
a dick.
statues of Sophia come to life.
That's so sad. I don't want to fight
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I did.
Not a good
I did
idea
know
right
that.
there.
I don't want to fight that.
As they look, I'm gonna roll for that statue where you are, Umbra,
Yeah, I was
To
like, can I roll?
perceive you?
I mean, I
to
guess she
perceive you.
could turn invisible, but
This statue can just
she's like looking.
Must have been my imagination.
She's too tall.
She's
And
like
this
doing the
one-
like she's like behind the back of the statue and she's like, no one told me
She's
statues would be here. Yeah.
this one jumps
No, we
down.
didn't know.
This one jumps down. Now with that information,
Oh Jesus!
Oh my god.
I would. This is a lot, guys.
Uh-huh.
First of all, I'm gonna ask you, how are we doing? Because this is a perfect spot to end the session.
It is because there's
It's
a
gonna
lot of
take a
people.
long time.
This is probably going to be like a 2.5 hour fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am okay, but I also know that other people here have to be up very early in the morning, and they might be too nice to say that they probably need to go to
Yeah.
bed.
What
So
if what if we did all of the stuff in the minute? Or well, I guess
Let's go-
No,
let's
and
get to
rounds
rolling
of
initiative.
combat.
Yeah.
Let's get to
roll.
rolling initiative.
Yeah.
So you guys, no, I will say the statues show up like near the end of the banish. Like they
Okay.
don't
Oh,
attack
okay.
you
Oh,
yet.
Like at the
Oh.
final round, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't want to fuck. Everyone's already moved where they were, and then like, oh, now the statues are here. They're gonna fight you. So at this moment, the statues jump off onto the ground. By the way, Umbra, you are no longer hiding behind a statue. It's gone.
Yeah.
But you are also on the second level, so you can duck down if you wanted to.
She will
Um,
duck.
As this all happens, what are you all doing as soon as Oberyn comes back into existence, looks around? We'll go down the list, I think.
Yeah.
That'd be easier. So,
Yeah.
Umbra. I'm just going based on camera position.
Sweet.
Umbra's up first.
I mean,
One action.
She's gonna do a sneak attack.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Let me
Was there
figure
anything
out-
anybody was going to do before he showed back up?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I had
Okay.
one thing. What were you gonna say, Ryan?
Well, I was just gonna say we can still go in order, and everyone can just say overall what they're gonna do
Okay,
for like
okay,
the
okay.
minute.
Yeah.
I'm guessing a lot of people aren't gonna like counteract each other, so
Yeah, and we kind
Just
of
for
have
the sake
an
of
idea what each
simplifying
other are
it.
doing.
I'm gonna make it be cooler. I'm gonna set the mood.
Ooh.
All right.
There we go.
Umbra, sneak attack. Go on.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to.
Damn.
I think I just click to see if it like hits, but I get advantage if it's a sneak attack,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
let's see if
no,
it's
no.
an-
You get advantage because you're hiding, and you get sneak attack because you have advantage.
Yes. Well, does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool. I was like, wow, that's a long
I had
pause
to
right
look.
there.
Why'd you think?
Yeah,
I had to
and
look at the stat
then
block.
I think this is how this works. You roll the damage, and then you roll sneak attack damage.
It rolls
think-
all together.
Are you sure? Because mine is in different places on my character sheet.
No, yeah, rolled it psychic damage and then your sneak attack.
Okay,
The
so I
first
did it
roll.
right. It
Yeah.
didn't double roll it.
What does it look like when Umbra throws this dagger? Because they're not normal daggers, are they?
Oh yes, so basically she like is almost like no one can see her. Well, you guys see cool psychic blades flying from the
I-
direction Umbra's in, but you don't see her do anything.
well, Gideon's on the level with you, so when the statue moved, I imagine he just
that's
kind of
true.
glanced over and saw you squatting.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So she's like in the proper position to use a weapon, but they don't summon until the moment of striking. So it's almost like you don't even see that there's a weapon
Oh,
there, and then it
sick.
summons, and then she throws them at Oberyn. Well, yeah, I think let's aim for Oberyn first. It's probably a good call. So
Okay.
I know she'll deal with the statue after the surprise round.
So as you chuck this psionic dagger, it hits, explodes, and you see
Oh
him.
yes, they're like purpley, phantasmally. Yeah.
As it explodes, he just looks over in your direction. Rian,
Oh yeah,
an
buddy.
action.
So in the minute beforehand, there is a couple things I want to do. Just so I hopefully don't have to worry about it for this fight, I am gonna drop Might of the Okunai and do it again. Just that way
Okay.
the minute refreshes just for ease of everything. Armathagathus is still going on. Before that, I will also summon Hikari. Apparate, right?
Oh,
Now, I do, John, just so you know ahead of time, I do have the mounted combatant feat, so any attacks against Hikari will just go straight to me.
okay.
And
Can I just
dex
give you
saving.
the mounted? Like, is that a thing?
I have the stats here for it, so I can just manage Hikari here on my D&D.
No, I was just
character.
wondering if I could, actually, did you bless someone? Or
Nope.
did I just accidentally click that? I wonder if I can give you like a little thing that says you're mounted.
Oh.
I cannot. Keep going.
Okay. All right, cool. So then, because I am mounted, what size is Oberyn, would you say? Medium? Oh! Yes. Okay. So since I am mounted and against creatures that are smaller than me, I have advantage on those attacks. Hikari combat!
Okay.
So I'm gonna make 3 attacks, 2 with the sword, and then 1 with the dagger.
Just all with one action?
Oh, no, sorry, action. So just 2 attacks.
Okay.
2 attacks. Sorry, that was
Okay,
my bad.
okay,
But
okay.
these are with
Cool, cool, cool.
advantage. First sword.
Oh, nice.
Let's
We've been here before.
Oh, dude.
Hey, I want to say we're giving John a favor right now by letting him have another week.
Okay. Roll damage.
Oh my god,
This
dude.
fight might not be as long as we thought it was.
Okay. I'm so sorry again, everybody, but the numbers are gonna happen. I'm sorry. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. So we have we have
Numbers.
D8 from the sword, D4 from the lightning, because he's going to activate the ring that Gideon made. Then the D6 from Might of the Okunai. Then he is going to second level smite, which is 4 additional D8. Yeah. Because he's undead. 2, 3, 4.
This is how he lost an arm last time.
I'm coming for the other one. Okay. I think that might be all my damaging things, honestly, because he's immune to fire damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's it then. That's it for dice. So then that will be plus. So 6 plus 4 is 10. 5 times 8.
40.
40. So that's 50 with the crit. And then the modifiers, that's going to be an additional 8. So that's going to be plus 58.
Damn.
You're dumb.
Before rolling.
Before rolling.
That's
87 points of
nasty.
damage.
Dumb.
That's only my first attack.
And then he comes back and kills all of us. Disintegrate, 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 disintegrate.
That means that just
Yeah.
just
He's
with
gonna
you
disintegrate
and Umbra, you've
your
already done
spells.
over 100 points of damage.
Then my
Okay.
second attack.
Yeah.
Oh, that is with advantage, though, because I'm mounted.
Oh, close.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Wait,
That hits.
we got to use our full action.
It was one single action.
I
Did
had
you
2
miss
more
something?
hits.
In one action?
Yeah, she can technically make 3 hits. She can
Did you-
do it's 2. She has 2 like regular like hits for an action, and then her bone. Wait, that'd be a bonus action, I think.
Correct,
So I think
yeah.
it would just be an extra hit then. But we don't have to roll it.
You can roll it if you want.
Okay. And then I had another technical question. Is the
Okay.
first one only a sneak attack, and then after that it wouldn't be considered the second hit? Would that be considered sneak attack
It would be
too?
regular.
Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I kind of thought.
Yep,
And
yep,
this
yep.
one's rego.
But it
Does
is
a 25
surprising because
hit?
he has disadvantage.
That hits. What was that, Nick?
Since it's a surprise round, does that mean he has disadvantage?
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't.
No.
I didn't
know
mean
what's
to
the
roll
programming
sneak
for.
attack. I don't know how to not make it roll sneak attack, so it's just the 10.
Yeah. Gotcha.
1d6 plus 40. I'm going to do a first level smite on the second hit, too. And yeah, so then that will be just plus 8. $29 points of damage on the.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Is that all?
Just a solid
Okay.
116
16.
points of damage.
Okay. So that brings us to Yursa.
Okay.
We're not even out of the goddamn surprise yet.
Yursa
people
is
go.
gonna look to Basil, knowing what Basil's gonna do.
Basil's gonna wink at her.
And Yursa's just gonna move her moonbeam to the spot where she believes Oberyn will reappear. And just, I guess,
Would
I
it
guess
be
just
where
keeping
it's
it there.
already?
Yeah, so I guess
Yeah.
just keeping it there.
Okay, so it takes
Um,
moonbeam damage.
So yeah, but I don't. Then if that's the case, then I don't actually. That's not. I didn't take an action. One second.
Does he take moonbeam damage only when he ends his turn in that? Or but it's when
Yeah.
you because it
So when he
when
comes
you first
back,
when you first
he'll take
enter,
it.
he already took the first enter.
Yeah.
but if he's gone, is he not entering it again?
No, it's second enter.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay.
God.
We'll give it to you, John.
23,
Okay,
if
he
he saves.
succeeds. He
Yeah.
succeeds that. So,
half of 23.
which is what?
Oh, well, half
11.
10.
Well,
half of
Oh.
23 or 25?
oh wow, that's 25. Is that number? I couldn't see.
12 is
sorry.
half.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Go ahead.
Sorry, hold on. Let me look at my old spells real quick. I should have been doing this, but I was freaking out with everything that's happening. Ugh. I also spell real quick. Sorry. Honestly, I think because Basil's gonna cast something else, which will be very helpful. I think I might just cast nothing. Actually, no. Let's do this. No, he can fly, can't he? That's okay. He's gonna appear on the ground when he comes back, right? Is that how that works? He just reappears right where he was?
Yeah.
Okay, dope. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Erupting Earth right on that spot.
Okay.
It is a... My contacts are get a little foggy. Dexterity saving throw. I'm sure he's spicy.
What's the square feet or whatever?
20-foot cube. Right here.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. 20-foot cube. What does that look like?
Trying to get it.
I don't want to hit my friends. Could I put... Is it possible to put the corner on him or no? Oh, God. That's not how math works, Kayla. Wait, can you put it at like a diagonal, like a diamond?
You're doing so much this surprise round.
I'm sorry. I'll do something else.
No, it's okay. Elias can take it. He's got 85 hit points.
No. That'll be
Yeah.
important
Oh,
later.
thank you, Gemma. Does Moonbeam only last for a minute?
I was like, that was 10 minutes.
Ooh.
I don't know. Read the
I
spell.
thought it just stays until I send it away.
Mm-mm.
Until the spell
Ooh.
ends.
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I'll just recast Moonbeam.
Boom.
All right, cool.
Okay,
All
sorry.
right.
Easy peasy.
And you know what
My
that means,
bad.
John?
I'm so used to like combat. You know what I mean?
Well,
Beginning
I
of it.
already did the Constitution damage. You already took damage.
Yeah. Okay,
But
cool.
John, I mean, it's the first enter too.
Because she did recast
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't-
Cast it.
He already took movie damage. He doesn't get to take it twice.
Yeah, I mean, he's
But it's a new
first
spell.
entering.
All
It's a
right,
new spell.
No.
Basil.
I'll just.
We're doing like 300 damage. Leave John alone.
Basil, right where she is, she's going to cast Daylight right under his feet.
Man.
Daylight by Maroon 5 just starts blasting.
It's the whole map.
Sunlight.
John,
Man,
are you
if
having
only
fun?
We've used this spell against you 4 times.
Yeah, but last time he was able to counterspell.
Ugh.
Okay. So Daylight. Oh, let me read this thing.
Did it not go through?
No, it goes through. Yeah. Okay. Daylight doesn't cause him radiant damage. Daylight gives him disadvantage on attack rolls.
That's okay. We like him to be at a disadvantage.
Okay. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Cool. Gideon.
Okay. So you said like the statues activate like right before he comes back or as he comes back?
Basically, yeah, as he comes back.
Okay, so Gideon can target those, right? It's not like they appear afterwards, like you're fine with that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Please.
Alright, so yeah, seeing what's happening and knowing that these statues could very much be a problem, Gideon's going to twin cast Chromatic Orb, and he'll throw one at Oberyn and one at the statue right in front of Umbra and closest to himself.
What does that mean?
What does what mean? What does what mean?
What is chromatic orb?
Alright, well, let me show you.
What does that mean?
And he's gonna He's gonna twin cast it through bubble, by the way. So just
I hate my
throw it
life
out there.
right now. Jesus.
This, I will say,
Can
this
we
poor
just
man.
finish this combat? Like,
It seems like that's the way it's going. We'll see
I
what
just want
happens.
to say, John's had a migraine for 3 days, and I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, John.
yeah.
But anyways, sorry, let me cast this real quick.
Okay, Oberon's turn is up. After all this.
And
That's okay.
Yeah.
He deserves a turn.
all right, so the first one was at
We also
Oberon. I'm
feel
guessing a
guilty.
17 does not hit.
That misses.
That's unfortunate. And then we'll do the statue. God, wow, that fucking sucks. Cool.
Gow wow.
Go wow!
Now, wow, yippee, yeah, yippee, yo.
Nice joke.
Well, that's
Gideon,
it.
you're still trying to
That's
figure out
fucking
how these new spells work.
Sure, that's what we'll
You're
say
like
happened.
arcane cannon. Shit, that's not. Oh,
That's not a thing anymore. Yeah, that will be it.
All right, last. Nope, it's not last. Gak.
Yeah, we have the other people. Oh my
I
god.
forgot about
Um,
fucking Elias and Sayori, dude.
So, Gak is casting Magic Circle. And he's reversing the effects of Magic Circle.
Okay.
I need to do, let's see, 1.
Is charisma?
10, 15, 20. Yeah, unfortunately it's charisma.
Oh.
Yeah.
He can't.
But
Yeah.
it might stop him for a second.
Does a 27. Does that succeed?
I'm sure.
Yeah, this is me being an asshole now.
No, you're okay.
I know it succeeds.
I don't know. Oberyn right now probably feels a lot like that one clip of R. Kelly where he's like, "I'll fight for my fucking life."
so what this he succeeds
Yeah.
on the save, but what
Yeah.
it does is it doesn't stop him from so the save is to leave via magical means. So it's a 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall, so I don't have to make it where I made it. I was making it 20-foot radius. Let me go back. This is a 10-foot.
Well,
I'm
it's the
trying to
same
help
as
you out with
Moonbeam,
circles.
right?
Yeah. So it's like that. I guess I could do it in the same place as Moonbeam. We'll do that. So undead.
Can't be
creature
charmed,
cannot-
frightened, or possessed by creatures. When you cast a spell, you can elect to cause its magic to operate in the reverse direction, preventing any creature.
Which is what I'm doing. So if he stays inside, he has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets outside of the cylinder. Targets outside of the cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. And then the way to get out of it, I'm trying to find where that was. Oh yeah. The creature cannot willingly exit the cylinder by non-magical means, and if the creature tries to use teleportation or interplanal travel to do so, it must first succeed on a charisma saving throw. So that charisma saving throw is only if he uses his action to get out of the circle.
But he can just walk out of it, right?
No, you can't willingly do it without non-magical. The only way to leave is through magical means, and if you do, you have to hit the charisma save. So he's stuck in there unless he uses a spell action to get out.
Okay.
And if he tries to attack anybody outside of the cylinder, they have disadvantage.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
All right. So Elias and Sayori.
Okay, Elias.
Go ahead.
Go. Nope. Go ahead.
Well, I just had a quick clarifying question. What level is Sayori as a monk? I just need to know for key points.
Technically, the key points are on the sheet. They're not. So whatever the sheet says is what they have. They're not full blown of the class.
Well,
They're
The only
NPCs.
reason that I asked
Does it
is
say key points in there?
yeah, it says the master monk spends 3 key points to cast Shatter,
I see.
but I don't know how many key points she has.
She's challenge rating 9. She's level 9.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, go
Yeah.
ahead, Kayla. I just wanted to double check that.
He's gonna manifest his echo.
Okay.
Then he's gonna take his 2 attack.
Where's the echo going?
We're gonna put it, yeah, where it's at. I think that's great. Kind of
Cool.
like covering all sides. And then here's
Dope.
his first attack.
Are they entering the moonbeam to attack him?
I suppose not. Then he will hold his attack until he leaves the moonbeam.
Okay, cool. Sayori?
Yeah, Sayori is going to spend 4 of her key points to cast Shatter at 3rd level. So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 16.
Constitution saving throw.
DC 16.
That's a fail?
Okay, so he will take 4d8 points of thunder damage. As Sayori, you can see, as opposed to just like making these quick, rapid jabs, you can see she has like ring gauntlets, right? Like Shang-Chi.
Yeah, yeah. The 10 rings,
nice.
Okay. So yeah, she kind of like raises her hands up and like clings them together, and as they do, as opposed to this echoing sound reverberating from her, it reverberates in a 10-foot sphere around Oberyn as like the air around him just shatters and explodes. So he takes 25 points of thunder damage.
Cool. All right. That ends everyone's surprise round.
Jesus.
How are you feeling, John?
As Oberyn looks, he is battered and bruised and bloody.
Oh.
But he looks around and you see as he stares upwards. Are you over there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He stares upwards and looks at everyone. You see malice and anger in his face as he says, "Enough! I need all of you as a layer action, except for Gideon, to make Constitution saving throws."
You got it, Buckwheat.
Is you sad that we're besting him?
Oh!
Womp 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 womp.
I can't see whatever the hell that is.
Oh,
Hey, Kayla, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
that's not good. I might have a thing for this, but I don't remember.
I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna roll. Oh, you got Elias? Okay.
Fail an ability check or
Yeah, I can do a
No!
last. Sorry.
Is Magic Circle? Does that stop anything like this? Because he has disadvantage on
This
attack
is
rolls.
this is a layer action.
Gotcha.
And Sayori?
Oh, my bad. Con saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Those monks are known for their con saving
Oh,
throws.
17.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sure that's
That
still
is-
a failure, though.
It is.
It was when
Anyone who
rolled
rolled a
it.
19 or above succeeds.
I was high.
Wow, 2 people.
Those who rolled a 19 or above only take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Everyone who rolled 19 or below takes 20 points of necrotic damage.
Disgusting.
However, let me count this up real quick.
Oh.
You son of a bitch, I'm in. Does that include his statues? Statues don't have ears.
All of you within the actual castle of Oberyn Blackmore, the necrotic energy that emanates through here, as he yells out in anger, you feel this tether to each one of you as you feel the blood drawn from your veins as it flies through the air into his body. My turn. And you see his wounds start to close up. And he is going to look towards Rian.
No.
Yeah, okay.
And
You got that necklace, Rian.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I need to look up a spell.
Oh no.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
I have a logistics question.
Mhm.
For my staff of healing, would it take up a spell slot kind of thing, or is it I could use it as a reaction? Because it has charges, but I don't know if
Well,
I
if-
have to use that in place of a spell slot.
No, the charges are the spell slots for the staff, but if the spell isn't a reaction, you can't cast the spell as a reaction.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's like
Yep, yep,
either
yep.
I cast my spell slot or the staff.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think any of them are Because it's Cure Wounds, Lesser Restoration, and Mass Cure Wounds. I don't think any of those are reactions.
Yeah. How high is the circle?
The magic circle,
Yeah.
20 feet.
Okay, so he's gonna fly 20 feet up into the air. Look down at Rian, and Rian. Yeah, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
That's not good.
Do I have anything that can help with this type of thing? I don't believe I do.
Intelligence? Good thing I'm good at those.
Yep.
14.
I'm gonna miss
Okay.
Rian.
Well,
Rian, as he
Good
looks
luck.
down at you, sees you riding Hikari, and says, "This did not work last time. I'll ensure that this time you will be dumb enough to watch your friends die around you." As he casts Feeble Mind
yeah, that's not good.
on Rian. Rian, you take 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
However,
Yeah.
your charisma score becomes 1.
Okay.
You cannot cast spells,
Yeah.
activate magical items, understand language, or communicate in an intelligible way. You can, however, identify your friends, follow them, and even protect them.
That's good.
So it's like we're trying to kill him, and Rian could be like, okay, I get the gist, and like can also use melee stuff.
He's just
Yes.
20 feet in the air right now, so I'm
Yeah.
enjoy the 100 points of damage I did do. Because I don't think there's
Rian's
any.
drooling a little bit right now. So what's
I don't
happening?
think I don't think Rand's doing anything else this fight.
He's a little veggie
Yeah.
right now.
A little veggie.
It can be ended by Greater Restoration, Heal, or Wish.
Is it not a concentration spell?
It is not.
Ugh.
So, all of you, watch as Rian goes slack, just looks up at Oberyn, kind of shrugs at everyone.
Damn it, I have lesser restoration, but I can't
Greater.
touch
It
it.
needs to be greater.
Oh, greater?
So
Yeah,
I don't
so
think
also have
anybody can
lesser,
undo
too.
it.
Could we combine our lessers to
Yeah.
create a greater? I'm kidding, John. I'm kidding.
That's a greater healing potion?
We will find out next week
Yep, saw that.
Hell yeah.
when we
Yeah.
come back to this fight.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
All right.
Rian.
Playing
No,
a
it's
high
okay.
pitch.
It's okay. It's okay. You guys got Sayuri and Elias. They can do the rest of the damage. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to tune in on Saturday for the Isles of Everion, or next Sunday for the Tales, or the Berry Time, or Tuesday for the Salamander Coast, or next Wednesday for the Tales of Evrand. Thanks for watching it, and we'll see you next time.